What's up everyone? I'm back from vacation and back by popular demand, at least I hope so. I hope you guys were missing me. It is time for another festival in Rivengard, and the new festival hero is called Lucente. We're going to look at him, but I'm gonna give you fair warning, we're not gonna do this right away just because of the time. It is almost time for Double Gold Day to start. It's Friday evening, at least in my neck of the woods, and that means we will also have to collect a bunch of gold in today's live stream. Hope you guys are all looking forward to this. So this is the hero we're eventually going to be breaking down for you, so you will know whether or not you should go for legendary or epic or whatever rarity you prefer. Thanks so much for hanging out with me to Kay, who is asking about the update of this of Rivengard, which is obviously a hot topic. It's starting to come up on the official Discord, because we're in a bit of a pickle, a new situation that we haven't had before. A festival is supposed to start, and for the festival to work correctly in the app, we need to have the new app update, but unfortunately they have not been showing up in the stores. Kyle is in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Kyle. Kyle, of course, the superstar of the official Discord, community manager of Snowprint, so he can basically answer all of these questions and give you guys much better answers than I ever could. So he said, for those who cannot read for whatever reason or did miss the chat, he said that the update is not out for either platform at the time of this recording. Google has not completed the review process or approved the build. As far as I know, Apple has. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to spoil this, but basically my understanding, and yeah, I might be getting in trouble and I hope I'm not. Once Google says we're good, the update is going to be live. And obviously there's a big follow-up question which Matthew Nealon also asks, any chance that the festival may be delayed? I don't know, I cannot answer that. Kyle can probably answer that, but there's a chance he doesn't want to answer that because we all wouldn't like the answer. But let's see what's going to happen. I'm quite curious what's going to come back. Happy birthday to you. Oh, thank you so much, Karipos. It was yesterday, but it still counts. Welcome back. Hey, Tiny Rodent. Hey, PP3000. We all know who that is. That is Lord Nakko. Thanks so much. Do the 5. Oh, sorry, I don't see the emojis here, at least in this app I'm using. And there was just an announcement regarding this on Discord. Oh, sorry. I was actually preparing this stream for the last, I don't know, hour. It is a lot of work that goes into these streams. You wouldn't believe it. You would not believe it. So it kind of also copies basically the announcement in here, I guess. If the update doesn't get approved through tomorrow, that could happen. Hopefully not. Yeah, let's all just make some pressure. Let's all go storm the Google headquarters. All right, we're gonna keep this stream running and super cool, which means there's a lot going on. We're gonna be playing Tournament Arena. I'm currently on 107 points, which is it's really good actually. With 10 more tickets. I only lost one match, and I'm mad at myself because I lost one match. I haven't looked into any other teams in forever, and we have 3 minutes to finish another round. This could be very tight, to be honest, because we want to head into Treasure Beach right after. But we're going to try and finish this quickly. Maybe we are very lucky, our opponents make some misplays, and we can very easily and quickly get rid of them. I haven't switched teams in I don't know how many matches. I've been playing this team forever, and which is interesting. I love when enemies are not playing anybody who can increase range. That's always good. And yeah, some would say this is a very spiky team. This is a very, very competitive team. And I would not disagree. It has problems with enemy teams that are very heavy on warriors, which I like. I like the fact that there is a metagame in this game mode. There are some people who think, oh, everybody's playing whatever. Mostly Snazbang. That's the main argument, that everybody's like saying Snazbang is too oppressive in this game mode. Hard to disagree, to be honest. Hard to disagree. But so far so good. I have seen a couple of other teams. I think we're okay. Also, by the way, does it increase the number of singers if you just do the repair action on Bussy for no effect? This is one of those questions that I'm still not sure about. Okay, what is happening here? We need someone from the enemy team to move. Not in that direction. I take that back. You can stop moving now. Okay, Snazbang can now connect with Bussy. That wouldn't be great. Enemy has figured us out. they cannot connect to the middle, so we can basically go back to the middle. Really? How is the middle being affected by who? Who can hit this spot? What am I missing? Oh, Accio. Yeah, okay, I can live with that. I'm not afraid of Accio. Don't be afraid of no ghost. Or Accio. Sure. Playing in a rush never works out for me. That is true, yes. I'm way more successful. I mean, okay, I know this sounds like a gigantic excuse. Also, by the way, am I blind? Sir Matt can now connect with... Oh my god, this might be over. What is he doing? Oh, I'm so lucky. He could have just moved 1, 2, 3, 4 spots with Sir Matt. Got us 2 horses, and then Accio moves in. The 2 horses go berserk. This is the official way of kill command. And he would have done a lot of damage. There's a good chance that the horses are taking down... what's his name? Snazbang, the unit that everybody loves to hate. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is terrible for us. We need to go like this. No, if he's full health, it does not add a singer. Thank you so much. Hi, so long time no see. Yes, indeed, Felix. Hey, they're being silly. They're just moving out of range. Yeah. In case you didn't know, one of my favorite phrases. You all have been missing this one. If you're not doing any like real moves for an extended period of time, the game is actually punishing you for that. So now we could shoot at Accio, which would get us absolutely nowhere. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this idea. I think it is in order to just retreat some more. Yeah, call me boring. It's alright. I can live with that. Yep, good move. Hard to argue with that move. So I think now I can finally make a move that is like not terrible. We can move Servetus into this spot, and then we can 1, 2, 3 connect with Accio. And if we move Servetus into this spot, he can get hit by Queen Akeshru with the active, in fact, which is not great for us, but not the end of the world. This is something that I'm willing to risk, because otherwise we're never going to make any progress whatsoever. So it makes sense to play it like this, in my opinion. Yes, I agree. I agree with that movement. And now we only need to be careful, because 1, 2, 3 Queen Akeshru, or here, and then 1, 2, 3. She can hit either of these 2 guys. So we need to stop lining up our units, and that would work. That would work. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is a fine move. I hope you guys are in agreement. Also, it's, oh my god, it's 11:56. We need to finish this, and fast, if we somehow can. This was a terrible idea. Why are we playing against someone who knows how to play this game? It's not what I was expecting. No! Stop playing well. Really? Is that better than the active? I guess. I guess it is better than the active. Okay. So now we can take a cool shot at Queen Akeshru from a distance. There is harmony, and if we do so, we're mostly safe, not 100%, but mostly safe. Gets the job done. We can get rid of this shade very easily, or we could. Yeah, we should. And the shade is basically dead. Snazbang can still hit Buzzy, so we don't want that. So we're gonna move 1 back. And no, I did not count. I have no idea if Snazbang can shoot anybody, but looks okay. I think I did this correctly. Do we need to refresh the vines on Accio? Yes. We definitely have to. We need to refresh the vines on Accio, otherwise this turn there's gonna be ham. The enemy is going to go ham on us. Because, stop playing well, man. So, how is this thing still alive? I'm getting confused here. Okay, forget double gold. I cannot lose. I cannot lose. I'm just too competitive in this game. I hate myself for it half the time, but it is what it is. So, we can move here, get rid of this guy, move here, and then we refresh vines. I agree. And that should give us a good position. Yes, I think we can continue to control this and lose out on double gold. The best move for the enemy player is to move Sir Matt into the landmine, clearing the landmine, then moving Snaspang to the front and shooting us. But this is a move that is not super obvious, and very few people see this kind of move. That you need to move another unit onto a landmine to then connect with Snaspang. Lots of people don't see this. And I kind of rely on that very often. I rely on my enemies missing moves, and it's a very good strategy. So, enemy can now move 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. So I'm not. Why is this spot green? Why can he not hit us in this spot? Also, I have totally given up on double gold at this point, just so you know. Okay, I'm just gonna move a bit to the back because there's no reason to like go crazy here. We are in a winning position. We just need to make sure that Snaspang doesn't turn the tides on his own. This is game potentially. So we can now move 2 spots here, and then we can go with Sprocket. I'm just going to show you. And now we can move with Sprocket in and use the repair action, and Snaspang is dead, and that's game. That is game. So now we can also do this. Oh, the active is already gone. See, I didn't even know about that. I'm so good at this game. Wow, that's a lot of luck. That is like an insane amount of luck. And now we basically won this game. So, yeah, we can say thanks wherever it is and say good game. And try to say good game. And the enemies... Yep, okay. It was a good game. Here we go. We missed out on... Or maybe we're not missing out on double gold. Actually, I can't. Even if I go right into double gold, into Treasure Beach, there is no chance that we... Okay, so much for that. Let's just forget everything I said. Okay. Treasure Beach is among us, so let's just continue with that. I just gonna change the header here. Treasure Beach. Cliffboard at the top, right below Matt. Oh, okay, that's basically like a bridge is what you're saying. I will never understand the highs and lows of maps. I've never seen a standoff this big in Conquest. Never? Really? This happens a lot to me. It's more often it's a bit annoying because the enemies start the match. The most annoying standoffs I have is with enemies that go into the match, they see me, apparently they know me, they start with something like, wow, which is not something that anybody else does, it's only people that know me apparently, and then a gigantic standoff starts, because they are afraid that I might be recording it, I think that's my theory at least, and that I'm gonna be showing it on my live stream. So I've definitely had this a couple of times where people are coming up to me and saying, hey, didn't want to embarrass myself, so I played like super carefully on the live stream. I'm like, okay. Which makes sense. So, I'm not explaining my moves. I should probably do this. So, what did we do? We had a looter in this spot, and then we moved the other looter. The first one is Buzzy, the second one is Yasmin, onto this gold pile, which was adjacent to the looter position. So, that means that looter for Buzzy and looter for Yasmin triggers. Now, we've placed both looters next to each other, which means that if we step on this gold pile, both of their looter effects are triggering, even though only one of them has an animation. So we had to save some money somewhere. Or Snowprint had to. So and now we do the famous 2-step. My favorite move in Treasure Beach, when you got 2 looters. And that the idea is, you first move one looter onto a gold pile that is adjacent to the other looter, in this case Buzzy. Bam. Then you, in theory, Jesus, of course. Then normally, what we would be doing is we would be moving Buzzy onto the other pile, but I often move him next to the pile because then it's easier to get out of that corner again and move to other places on the map. So goes the theory. That didn't quite work out, but it's all good. It's all good. So let me just refresh the effect because there's no other thing we can do with the effect, and we get out of the way of Nimrod, so the enemy Frog Warrior is the name, can go in and annoy us a little bit. That brings us to the next move. The problem is now we cannot move Tim, and we cannot connect with this unit. So we're just gonna use the active of Nimrod here and hope that he's not gonna hit any gold piles. Oh. This is very problematic, to be honest, because we're not getting... The darkness is gonna stop our looters from moving to the other side of the map. But we need 2 turns anyway, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, Yeah, that went quite well actually, all things considered. So now we can move in again with these two guys closer to the right side where the piles are, where the gold is, where all the good stuff is. And that's now the last turn. And now we again need to do some 2 steps, at least in theory. Meh. Jesus, that's a terrible drop. How do we do this? I think the safe play... I think there's no safe play. Let's do something like janky. We're moving here, and then we can place 1 looter next to 2 piles, and then put the other looter on the pile. I guess this is the best we can do here, or I'm just too lazy to figure out a better way. And in the end, this was definitely not a good run, but you saw some of the strategy. Yeah, we only get 18k, which is really bad. You can, like, if you're like super, everything is falling into place, you can double the amount of gold you can get. So 18k is not a whole lot, because that's like just a bit over 100%, which is not great. Let's try this one more time and try to do better. And also get a bit more lucky. It's always better to be lucky than good in this game. In most games. In all games. Except chess. Okay, so this is already a good start, because now we can move in with our units and hopefully nothing is going to stand in the way, and we can get lots and lots and lots of double looting action. Let's see. Yeah, this is honestly, this is the best way that these all of these gold piles could have fallen. So we can move here, get double gold, and then we can move to the, well, we can move here, trigger both of them, take out the frog, move here, trigger both of them. So now you can see, okay, this is suddenly working out a lot better than before. And I think I'm moving here. Why am I moving here, not next to Yasmin? Because I want the gold pile to drop here. So you can even when you're placing a unit somewhere else on the map, you can affect the chances of getting more gold out of this whole thing, because you can increase the chances of having gold piles drop next to your looters. Didn't really work out here. Obviously, it's like German word is Vorführ effect. When you're trying to show something, it's never working. But I'm quite used to that. So here it would make sense to place Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, here, but we're gonna place him here. Why? Because next turn we want to move Yasmin into this spot. And just to make 100% sure that there's no weird things happening, we're just gonna park another unit in there to make sure that this is not where an enemy drops. And I think that's it. So let's see. Of course. This is alright. Can clear the way. You need to get somewhere else. And you can now move next to the gold piles. And you can again see we're in this relatively good position. And in a perfect world, we would now have a unit that can step on the sea urchin. But even if that's not the case, we're all good. Yeah, and also play this patiently. Don't think that you have to like rush this whole thing. There's absolutely no need for it. You can just like take your time. You have 5 turns. It is enough most of the time. This is the last turn. We might be able to do this here. Yeah, I think we... Oh, almost. We're missing 1 double gold trigger, but other than that, we're going to be fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move Nimrod to the right. That triggers both looters. Then we can move one of them to the middle. So now at this point in time, we can clear out all the stuff on the right side. So I'm just going to use Tim for this and use the active. So we triggered both looters for everything, and then we can trigger both looters again for everything with the exception of the book. The book is only going to trigger for Buzzy. But this is, I think, this is very likely the best run I've ever had. And this should give us almost 200% loot. I think I missed 1 only. So let's see. We're ending up on 14, 6, and 7. Yeah, I'm almost there. Almost 200% gold, so this was well played, actually. My highest was 90k in total, 15k in base, and collected all spots. Yeah. Nakko is really good at this. I'm not like exaggerating. He's really good at this. Good evening, Mr. Soul Warrior. Hey there. All right. So that's it for Treasure Beach for the time being. I messed up my my time counter, but that's all right. The things I do for these live streams. The things I do. Okay. What else do we need to do? Well, we can eventually play some Hero Arena, but we're not in a rush. We can eventually play some Onslaught, but we're not in a rush. And we have another hour to kill before we have to play Tournament Arena again. So that means this is the perfect opportunity to look at the brand new hero, which is called Lucente. At least that's how I think we have to say it. I'm not sure. Maybe in English it's Lucente? I don't think so. I think it's Lucente. So, character preview Lucente. Let me just put this on the right. And yeah, let's head into this. He is currently locked. You can already find him if you click here. You don't see any abilities. This is currently coming soon, but if you were to have the brand new version of the app, you could already see what this hero is actually doing. So there's a couple of things we can see here. First of all, it's a mage. All of the heroes from the brand new faction, which is called Fiveport, are light heroes. That is already exciting because there's only one good there's only one good light mage in this game at the time of this recording, and the name is Areus. And I can only say this because in the latest patch notes there is a massive buff for Areus, which increases his active by something like 40%. If I'm speaking from the top of my head, correct me if I'm wrong. And the passive by a whopping 100%. Now the passive does have a very wide range, which is not super obvious when you look at these numbers, 192 to 278. Okay, seems like a wide range, but if I remember correctly, at level 50 it's doing like 2000 to 4000 damage. So talk about a wide range. RNG needs to be with you. Blasphemy, Seat is also great. That is a good point. I stand corrected, Nakko is right. Lucente is gonna be the second good playable ranged light mage in this game. That's what I thought, but I didn't say it, so Nakko is correct. Seat is a really good light mage. He's not ranged though. He's not ranged, and that is important. That is important. He definitely gets the prize. I think Seat could even make a case for almost, if it weren't for Dorga, being the best non-ranged mage in the game, but he doesn't have that much competition, I guess. Does it mean we need to start Areus now? Not necessarily. I think Areus is becoming a much more viable unit, which is great for all the players that are just starting the game, because obviously he's one of the starting units. And generally speaking, I think that's always a positive if some of your starting units are really good, others are not. Secret. But Areus is actually going to be like a real unit at this in the future. Not like S tier, but Raisin from Dragonfall, for example, he was like half sarcastic, I guess, but maybe not. He said this unit went from F tier in tournament, in Hero Arena, not Tournament Arena, all the way up to A tier. Not S tier, not the best tier, but A tier. And I would probably agree with that. I'm not sure if he's like that good, but he definitely has potential. And what's also interesting is gonna be finding out how Areus is gonna do in the future in Tournament Arena, not in Hero Arena, because this 40% buff could make quite a bit of a difference. And with more players getting annoyed of Snazbang in Tournament Arena and playing, I was about to say decks because I have a TCG background. I played 15 years TCGs. With more and more players going into Tournament Arena with warrior heavy teams, because those tend to do extremely well against Snazbang. If you have 5 beefy units, even Snazbang's active doesn't win you the game. It's hard to believe, but it's true. If you play teams like with Sir Florianos, with Sir Matt, with Archeo, like especially horse units or mounted units and warriors, most of the time mounted units happen to be warriors. If they go in super aggressively before a couple of turns have passed, Snazbang is not that good. He's still really good, but not as good. And these teams, if we get to see them more, actually sometimes struggle against Areus, because he's somewhat beefy even at lower levels, somewhat, for a mage. And his passive that shoots back if he gets hit is very good. He's not good right now because Snazbang is just gonna shoot him from a distance, but in the future there is some potential that we're gonna see him more in Tournament Arena. All the other game modes, I'm not sure. If you happen to be a crazy person and you have a level 50 Areus, you can look forward to the new update, because he's gonna get a lot better. Yeah, alright, back to Lucente. Our brand new hero. So we don't really see that much here, but we can see a lot more if we go to some of these screenshots that I have prepared. So I'm spoiling this. This is Lucente at common rarity at level 8, which is going to be very relevant for Tournament Arena, the mode we just talked about. So these are his stats. These are average stats. I could compare this a lot to other units, but quite honestly, I'm not super versed with the meta game and with the stats of units in Tournament Arena. I know that a lot is if a unit has more than 100 health. Like Bassi has like 140 or something like that in Tournament Arena, so he's relatively beefy for that game mode, but he also happens to be a warrior. Most of the mages have round about 100 health, some of them have less, especially ranged mages like Queen Akeshu. So these stats right here, they are fine, there's nothing super crazy about it. They don't say you can't play this unit in Tournament Arena, where they don't say, oh my god, you have to play this unit in Tournament Arena either. So the stats are just average in this regard. If we're looking at level 26, he's very much on par with most of the other good mages in this game, especially those who happen to have range 2. And if we look at Epic, then I can actually give you guys a bit of a better comparison, because at the moment we can see that Lucente here has 760 health with a really terrible robe that he's wearing. Just keep that in mind, please. 450 magical damage, which sounds like a lot and is a lot. I'm just going to prove that in a second. And 369 magical armor. So I do happen to have a maxed out epic mage. And let me just bring this back up again. And that happens to be Nixie. And she's got 3 purple stars. Now that is important, because Lucente in our screenshot only has 1 purple star. There's a difference, of course. He has range 2, whereas Nixie happens to have range 3. So that already means, or normally means, that Nixie is weaker than him. However, at 3 stars, she's only having 452 magical damage. She's wearing a much better robe. This robe, in her case, adds 380 health and 30 armor, not a lot, but 380 health. And that explains the big discrepancy between her 1086 health and Lucente, who is at 760. It's roughly the same if he were equipped with the same robe. In terms of magical armor, 369 is, I think, on par with Nixie. She happens to have a bit more magical armor. But the attack stat by Lucente is actually quite impressive. He happens to be one of the most powerful ranged mages, but again, he's only got range 2, whereas Nixie and some of the other really good mages, like a Queen Akeshu, for example, they happen to have range 3. This unit is quite exciting, obviously, as always. Before we go on, let's look at the final stats. Basically, this is a maxed out Lucente. If you have like everything to the top with really shitty equipment, he happens to have 3000 health, 1800 magical damage, and 1500 magical armor. I would argue that at this point, when the unit is at Diamond Rank 3, the stats are very important. The effects start to become less important. So he can definitely hold his own in all of these regards. His stats are really good, roughly on par with Penda, is from what I've seen. I don't have any maxed out units. I don't have a single unit with a legendary star, and I also don't have a single unit that is at Diamond Rank 3. So I'm sorry, I can't give you like a whole lot of, yeah, this is from my experience with Diamond Rank 3 units. I don't have that at this point in time. Next video I'm going to be doing, we're going to have gigs at Diamond Rank 3, so at least 1 unit. Alright, so these are the stats. Unit is roughly on par with a lot of other units, a lot of other ranged mages in this game. What is exciting, of course, is the traits, because there's a trait we haven't seen in a little while, but a trait that we do know. This little mouse trait is the same that we normally see on my Vera. So let's go back. This is the same trait, and it's Fear of Death. You know this very well because you all have been playing against Tripitaka during your free time, like I did the last 2 weeks when I was on vacation. And I leveled a Servidus from level 38 to 50. And I feel like suing Snowprint because my wrists are hurting. Anyway, after taking damage, the unit is retreating. They are running away to an adjacent tile. Now, this is one of the most exciting traits in a unit because it can give you like a really big advantage. The weird thing is that in case of my Vera, Fear of Death, more often than not, is actually bad. And that is because of the passive of my Vera. My Vera has Camouflage, which means she hides in a dry bush or a shrub, and she takes a lot less damage than normal. And she even has a chance of completely evading that damage. So normally you don't want her to run away or run out of the bush. You want her to stay in the shrub and not run away. This is very different when it comes to Lucente, because Lucente the third, by the way, I didn't see those threes before. Magfair's the only one I know. Oh, that's referencing the Areos joke. Yes, that was meant to be a burn. Speaking of burns, Lucente has an active and a passive that are getting religious nuts completely. This is gonna drive you, well, super happy. I'm not gonna say insane, because his active is Inquisition. Let's just go back. Yeah, this is the active Inquisition. We can tell by the picture. Let's talk about Inquisition in a second, because I personally believe Inquisition is interesting and cool and all, but we first want to check out Exorcism. So Exorcism is the passive ability of Lucente III, and what's interesting about this passive ability is that it triggers after moving. Now, if you paid very close attention, I know I'm talking a lot, but there's a lot of information in there, and because I'm not writing it, it's much easier to follow. After moving, his passive triggers. So that means if he gets hit and he runs away because of fear of death, his exorcism is being triggered. And that can be quite exciting and lead to some super interesting like interplays with other units, especially Queen Akeshru, which we're going to see in our first clip in just a second. So after he has moved, a random adjacent enemy summon. Okay, summons. He's similar to Bullmon, for example. When he moves next to a summon, he does something, he eats them up, which is really powerful, obviously. And other units that have interactions with summons run a clue, but in his case, he has to attack to do something with the summon. It's not the case for Lucente, he just has to move next to the summon. So in this regard, he's very similar to Bullmon. It is pushed back, which makes a lot of sense. It is pushed back because obviously a summon is a bit like a possession, like a ghost that has tried to take over someone or something and has manifested like a ghost in Ghostbusters. And then when like a holy person comes along and they are trying to do an exorcism, the ghost runs away. They always like move away from this religious nut. This is something that we have seen in infinite horror movies, and whoever came up with that idea is an absolute genius in terms of bringing flavor and effect text together. So big kudos to the guys at Snowprint. So it's pushed back one tile and then it takes some ability damage, and the tile it occupies bursts into flame, which again, this is the perfect mix and match of flavor on the one side and an effect on the other. I love this. I'm a sucker for units that can marry these two aspects of the game, because it just gives the game more depth, in my personal opinion. The tile then becomes a fire tile. So if you combine this and you know a little bit about summons, you already know this is the worst nightmare of any dark unit. Because shades want to stay in darkness, otherwise they just burn in the sun, and they don't just burn in the sun. On top of that, they are also taking damage because the tile they are occupying is now a fire tile. So that means just the passive alone, by pushing back a shade and setting the tile on fire, is doing 70% damage to the shade, regardless of how powerful the shade is. Even a level 1 Lucente could actually set a level 50 shade. I mean, he's not going to survive the hit, but he doesn't have to. He just needs to move next to the shade. He could put the tile on fire and almost kill that shade. 70% damage. On top of that, he's obviously doing ability damage. And again, the flavor is there. If the affected summon is dark, it takes even more ability damage. So this is pretty huge. And like I said, I mean, I'm breaking this down for you guys in the most detail I can. We can actually see this in one of our clips. Courtesy of Lord Nakko, we just need to go a little bit smaller and bring Lucente back. So this is the interaction here. Don't mind the music. So I sped this down so it's not too fast. This is an enemy team that is made up of darkness units. So all the dark guys are bad guys. This is how you need to look at this. And all the light guys are good guys. So we are basically playing Siad, Sermat, Areus, and Lucente. Whereas the darkness team, and Monty as well. Whereas the darkness team is basically starting here. Areus' new and improved passive has just taken out Umanu. So she was doing her active, getting next to Areus, which is not recommended at this point in time after the big buff. And Areus is just like, yeah, by the power of the light, I'm just gonna banish you. This is basically what's going to be happening in the future. There's going to be more light and dark fights than we've ever seen before. Then Accio tries to get rid and does get rid of one snake. And here, this is important. Here's Queen Akeshru, and she does a crit attack on Lucente. So now the crit attack is going to trigger the fear of death, which means that Lucente now starts moving. So this is happening. He's moving to the side. This is not the turn of us now. We're still in the enemy turn. And because he moved, he's now triggering his passive, which is the Exorcism, which means if there's an adjacent summon, and we do have an adjacent summon, the summon is now getting pushed back one tile, and then on top of that, it takes some damage, and then on top of that, the tile is set on fire. So Queen Akeshru can do some damage to Lucente, but more often than not, he's just immediately gonna get rid of these shades, like it's no one's business. And this is exactly what's happening here. The shade is immediately gone. So that makes this unit quite exciting. Obviously, you can also have some cool interactions with Seat. Seat pushes your units away, and you just push the snakes back. You're like, no, it's like a tug of war. I'm gonna be standing in the middle of the map, and I'm gonna be fighting you. Alright, so this is basically the enemy turn. I'm wondering why Ranaklu wasn't used at some point to put a couple of shades on the map. And after that, we attack with Monty here, and then it's, I think, Lucente's time to shine. So this is an epic Lucente, and these are his stats after he's taken some damage. And now we're gonna see the active. But before we do that, let's go back. Just quickly go over Exorcism, the passive. It basically changes nothing except for the fact that he's doing a lot more damage at higher levels. Nothing new, we've seen this before, but this is one of those effects that is huge when you first unlock it. Because even against the, like I said, level 50 Queen Akeshru, the fact that you're putting the darkness away and set the tile on fire means you're doing a guaranteed 20% because of that's what fire tiles do. And then on top of that, because the darkness, the shades wouldn't be in darkness anymore, you would do an additional 50%. So this is really big, even against other summons. And this means that this unit is definitely viable in tournament arena where everybody's reset to level 8 or lower. And because any sort of tile effect that does percentile value damage, this is not really a word, is big in tournament arena. So I think this unit has a bit of a future in this game mode, at least if we see more shades. And then it's 140 and 94 eventually when we get to level 27. At the rare level we're doing 134 and 90, which doesn't sound like a lot, but again, fire is the big deal. At level 35 we're looking at 253 and 168, and then at level 50 obviously everything gets nuts again. 846 ability damage, which is not little. This is enough to take out most frogs, but when they are on a fire tile, I think they first take the damage and then they evolve, if they still survive. So most of the time this should be enough to take out frogs, even if they are level 50 frogs. Let's just quickly check again, I got this here. Level 50 frogs have 939 health. So we're doing 846. This is enough. Yeah, this is enough. I can actually do the maths in my head. This is enough to take out even a frog at level 50. He could run away. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is actually true. Yeah, this example that we saw on the particular map was actually somewhat... It doesn't always happen. Alright, so much for the passive of Lucente. Let's now look at the active, and the active is a lot to unwrap. Actually, we need to go back to this resolution so we see a bit more. So the active effect is called Inquisition. This is a very interesting effect because it has a lot of text. Stay with me. So he holds an Inquisition in Cassandra's name. This is flavor text. If you're wondering, do I need to play another character that is called Cassandra? No. Cassandra is like the goddess of light that everybody worships in this fantasy world in Rivengard. So no, you don't have to play a Cassandra. There don't need to be any Cassandras on the field. This is always going to happen. This is just flavor text. Just discard this part, okay? All enemy units in range 3, so it's basically like an area of effect. It affects a lot of enemies that have dealt damage during this battle. Okay, very important. This is where the super competitive players start like meh. Because this means that you cannot go in with this unit on turn number 1, before the enemy has moved, and just say, okay, I'm just doing damage to everybody in your squad. Like a Tim. Just runs in and says crab attack. Or you cannot do it like a Giggs, and you just run in, Giggs, empty the net, everybody takes damage. Or Snares Bang. Or. There's a lot of units that can do something like that. He cannot do that. He's similar to a Voyasa, where first something has to have happened for the active to be even illegal to use. So, if the enemy units have dealt some damage, they take ability damage, some, and then an additional ability damage, more ability damage, for each unit they have defeated in this battle. Alright, there's more text. Units damaged by this ability take an additional damage, even more damage, if they are dark. Okay, so last part we can basically discard when we try and judge this effect for how powerful it is. So, let's say you have an enemy Snares Bang, he kills 2 of your units, and then you move in with Lucente, Inquisition, and you're doing 41 plus 28 plus 28 at level 8. That is a whole lot, because Snares Bang doesn't have like 100 health. I think he has like 80 health or something like that in Tournament Arena. However, this is magical damage, which means that the armor of Snares Bang is going to come into play. He's probably not going to immediately be dead. But generally speaking, this is a really interesting effect that allows you to push back, to come back after the enemy has done like a lot of damage. This is not very similar, this is not the same as a Tim, for example, where when the enemy was like going in with a Dorga and suddenly there's like infinite X on the field and potentially some frogs, you go in with Tim and you clean them all up. This is not what this unit can do. You first have to wait for these enemy frogs to go ham, kill a couple of your units, and then you can come in with the Inquisition. So this is the very definition of a unit that is highly situational. You cannot always use this unit, you can only use it after stuff has happened, and this means that this unit has some potential when the enemy is being playing by Braindead Potato, aka the AI in this game. So in Hero Arena, there's some chance he's gonna be good. In Onslaught, there's some chance he's gonna be good. In Tournament Arena, when you're playing against actual human beings that know how to not bang their heads into your team and get attacked by your Snares Bangs and your Bassi Klongsons and all of those other good units that are being played in Tournament Arena, it's probably not the best unit. I'm just gonna be super straight with you guys. It's also somewhat complicated. You have to like track how much the enemy units have done in terms of damage and how many units they have defeated if you need to have exact numbers. Obviously, this gets through the roof. Eventually, level 26, we're doing 224, 148 on top of that, and 120 extra if they are dark, and so on and so on and so on. Level 35, we're looking at 420, which is a lot for level 35 as far as I'm aware. 280 on top, and then 225. And then level 50, what else is new? Everything is crazy. We're looking at 1,410 ability damage, and then an additional 939 for each unit they have defeated in this battle. So, you might be wondering, is this ever going to come into play? If my enemy goes in hard, he goes with Giggs, he goes with Snares Bang, like 4 of my units are dead, like what is Lucente going to do? And the obvious answer is, not much. I'm just going to be super straight with you, not much. He's not going to be able to like turn the game upside down. But if you are playing something else, you're playing like a unit that brings some summons out, and the enemy needs to deal with the summons, and you're not getting completely wrecked and all of your units are dead. And keep in mind, something we didn't even cover so far, Lucente happens to be a healer. So he can also make sure that your warriors, like your Sir Mats for example, or your Archeos, can stay on the board a lot longer. And basically he helps you maintain board control, he helps you keep your units on the board, and then the enemy goes in and he kills all of your summons and he's like, okay, now I've basically dealt with Runnerclue's active and now I can win this game, I can turn this around. And then you move in and you're like, okay, Exorcism time, and everything is dead on the enemy side of the field. Again, highly situational, Inquisition time by the way. Highly situational, not something where I'm like, okay, this is definitely an S tier unit. I'm quite convinced that this is not like the strongest unit in the game, but it has some potential. Alright, having explained all of that, let's go back to our video and make the small resolution, because now we are going to see the Inquisition. And keep in mind, some snakes were taken out, for example, and I think also some shades earlier. So now we're moving in, and this is the Inquisition, and it dealt some damage to Accio and he blocked it. So Was this the Inquisition? Let me just double check again. Nakko knows this. Here's Lucente. Is this a regular attack? Oh, this is a regular attack. Sorry, I stand corrected. This is a regular attack. I think the Inquisition happens in a second. He needs a buff. Quite honestly, looking at these numbers just now, I'm like, yeah, I think a buff would be in order. Is he doing as much damage as Tim? Less? I think he's doing less damage than Tim. And Tim can just... Okay, that's the first video. I'm not sure if that was the active. I think this was just a regular attack. Otherwise, he would have dealt damage. Obviously, he would have dealt damage to both Queen Akeshru as well as Akio. So this was just a regular attack, which got blocked. That is to showcase that Akeshru deals no damage to him with a regular attack. She is Inquisition immune. Oh! Thank you so much. I didn't even think of that. That's super interesting. So I have a unit that is supposed to be really, really good against dark units, and then the number one dark unit, like the representative of all the dark units, the Queen Akeshru, is actually not taking any damage from Inquisition. Because she's not dealing the damage, it is the Shades that are dealing damage. Which is everybody's favorite mechanic in this entire game whenever they get a master quest for Queen Akeshru. Oh my god, thanks so much Nakko for pointing this out. I totally missed this. Oh my god. This is gonna be a super interesting fight between Lucente and Queen Akeshru. I think they can just like annoy each other forever and ever. Huh. Who's gonna win this? I guess Queen Akeshru eventually. Good motivation to save my sanity and not get this unit to legendary. Well, so I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but I'm just gonna say this. I have a couple of level ups. After the new level ups have been introduced, I am now power level 36, and before the latest update the highest power level was 24. So, and I took I think 2 of them. So I'm sitting on 14 more power level updates. Sorry, is that correct? No, 10 more power level updates, which would give me 100 stamina each. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna use them this festival. Just if anybody needs some pointers, some indicators. Hey, is Soul gonna go hard at the festival? No, not this festival. Maybe the next one. Let's see what the next unit is gonna bring. Based on what you have seen, who would be a good complement to Lucente? That's a really good question. So that's an amazing question, I have to say. I think at the moment this unit does not have a home anywhere. To be like super blunt with you guys, I believe if we ever have a top level metagame where you see units like Tokons and who else can survive like crazy. Let's just go back to my roster. Okay, I'm gonna show you something ridiculous. What I need to do here is I need to go to my roster and then I need to scroll down, which already tells you something. This is currently not how the game works, but in a possible future when everybody's maxed out at Diamond Rank 3 units and we suddenly see the boulders of this world and the oaken shrubs of this world and the red rats, which have like amazing health. All of these units that receive a lot of love, as you can see here so far, and the Tokons and the Taros. Once all of these units become viable at Diamond Rank 3 and they are dominating the arena, Lucente could be pretty good. I would still play Snazbang. And if I feel like, oh, games are lasting a lot longer, I need to finish after a little while, I would still play Silverroot, to be honest. He's got more mobility. He's got higher stats. He's got more survivability. He's got an amazing active. Does tons of damage. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Not right now, and like potentially in the future, but my hope is very low, to be honest. I'm sorry. If anybody's like, oh my god, he's crushing my dreams. Here we were hoping that we see a really good ranged yellow mage that could do something in guild raid. Not sure this is the unit. But who knows. Alright, so this is the first video. This is the second video clip. This clip is showing what Lucente can do in PvP. In a fantasy world of PvP, like Hero Arena, which we never get to see because there's units like Monty that don't see a lot of play in Hero Arena. So here Monty is one-shotting what? Monty's one-shotting a Queen Akeshru, which already tells you what? Then we again see our very powerful Arius, who is not doing anything. See it. Oh, we're thinking about what to do. Okay. Interesting. Earlier I was complaining that these videos are too fast. Now it's like I slowed them down like crazy, and now I'm feeling like they're too slow. So we are cornering Nimrul, and he cannot get out, which in theory is a good move because he cannot use his passive. Unfortunately, Nimrul still has an active, and it's pretty good. But he has to take down a couple of units, and that could, of course, trigger the passive of Lucente. So with 3 quick attacks, we're taking out 1 enemy unit, and then there's a snake, and now there's some shades. Alright, so this Nimrul was super aggressive. He took out 3 units, 2 oh no, actually he didn't. All of my... Why are our horses still alive? I don't understand this game. But Nimrul did take somebody out, Monty, and this is the Inquisition, and as you can see, the Inquisition is doing a lot of damage against Nimrul. The other guys also take some damage. I mean, it's an AoE, which is good, but it doesn't seem to be like completely wrecking shop and destroying everything immediately. At least that's the impression we get here. And then that's more or less it. We can go for the much improved Chain Lightning, which is doing 40% more damage. And then we finish things off with a Zermatt, or almost finish things off with a Zermatt. And we even allow Archeo to survive thanks to infinite blocks, so Lucente can take him out. And here we can see the 451 attack stat. This is an epic, maxed out epic, or not maxed out. He doesn't have 3 purple stars, but 1 purple star. Regular epic Lucente, and obviously that's enough damage to finish Archeo. So that is what could happen in a fantasy world where in Hero Arena you don't get wrecked on turn number 1, and every enemy feels like only destroying half of units. So not very realistic, to be honest. At least at the current state of the game. And yeah, there's a chance that this game will shift eventually, but I'm not seeing it. So this is our last clip that we have. But I think we've kind of seen enough. We've kind of seen all of this, what this unit can do, as far as I'm concerned at least. And here we actually see Grandma Bones, the boss level, with a skeleton army against our Forces of the Light. Today I read something about the Conan remake, which wasn't very good apparently. This reminds me of that. I see a lot of skeletons and mystic warriors and stuff like that. So this almost fits like the Conan movie come to life again. Alright, and in campaign he's actually pretty good. Because as we all know, in campaign, a lot of guys are doing a lot of damage. Like enemy units, they just go in and they go damage, damage, damage. Everybody just dealt some damage, all of these gunners. And obviously now Lucente is going to be absolutely bonkers. Especially because all of these enemies are dark, so they take extra damage. And all of these guys have also just dealt damage. So the Inquisition is now going to do like massive damage. I think he's cleaning house on his own. Yeah, so... in campaign, he's actually quite interesting, especially in the current chapter when you go up against a lot of darkness units. So that is where he shines. If you have enough units that can tank a hit or 2, which is not true for everybody, and not true in all of these campaign levels. Because in some of these campaign levels, enemies are quite aggressive and they try to gang up on one of your units. If all of these gunners are shooting one of your units and it's only maxed out at epic, they take a lot of damage. But again, it is an effect that affects lots and lots of units on the board, and even at epic rarity he can very easily take out single-handedly the entire enemy team, which is quite something. We have to give him credit where credit is due, even though we don't do that very often. Alright, and those are the clips. Give Lucente a gun. Damn bro, I take it back everything I said about this guy. Yeah, I mean, in campaign he's really good, and obviously the same is going to be true in Onslaught. In Onslaught, the enemy gunners, they shoot at your summons half the time, most of the time. They deal a lot of damage, like every turn. Like, if you keep Lucente in the back in Onslaught, and you send some summons to the front, which is obviously the recommended strategy anyway in this game mode, then enemy guys that are coming closer to your units will have destroyed a lot of units. They will have destroyed a lot of your eggs, a lot of your units, even frog warriors sometimes, at least if you're in the later Onslaught encounters. And then if suddenly Lucente comes in and he's like, okay, bam, Inquisition, everybody dead. That sounds pretty good. So I think he's definitely really good in Onslaught. Now we don't have a clip about this, but the question remains, how is he going to do in Guild Raid? So he's a ranged mage. He's light, he's got pretty high attack stats. Those are all really good ingredients for a unit that can be relevant against dragons where they do have color advantage, because dragons are warriors and mages do 50%, or light mages do 50% more damage against warriors, against dark dragon warriors. So in that sense, he's kind of good. Speaking of which, I never thought about this, and obviously he has enough effects. It would be great if the Inquisition would get rid of all darkness tiles that it affects. I never thought about this before, but it just, again, this would have made sense from a flavor perspective. It's just there's so much text here already. This would have been a significant buff to this unit if the Inquisition just says, "Be gone, darkness," but I guess that would make the unit too strong, which is an interesting idea. Never thought of this. But that could have really made him a powerful unit against the Darkness Dragon, because you get rid of these stupid and annoying Darkness tiles if you're not playing Darkness yourself against the Darkness Dragon, which always hinder your movement like crazy. And obviously he shoots back after he has taken like the breath, and after the dragon has again destroyed some of your summons, the Inquisition could do like a lot of damage, or at least like quite a bit of damage, yeah. Not as much as like a Silver Root on the last turn, or the passive of Penda, for example, which is currently like the highest damage dealing way in Guild Raid that I know. Alright. Soon you will need to adjust your arena beliefs. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, sure. I take back everything I said. Maybe I'm going way too ahead, but do you have high hopes for the Fiveport faction? I think it depends on whether or not... So I'm a big sucker for factions that have interaction. Like I believe that the Darkness faction at the moment is the most exciting faction in this game, because I just like the idea that you have like dedicated roles inside a faction. So with the Darkness guys, you go in with Limroll, you use the active, you take out 1 or 2 units, but you spread darkness, and then you go in with Umanu and you spread the darkness some more. You create darkness with Nimrul, you spread it with Umanu, and then you could, but nobody does that, play Queen Akeshu as well, create even more darkness, and then obviously Ranaklu goes in and creates an army of shades. And normally you do not play this team with Voyasa on top, you normally play it with Akio, because then all of those shades, which happens to be summons, just walk over the enemy. Generally speaking, those tend to be the strongest factions, because the sum of its part is more than the individual units. There is it's always good for a game if you have to combine units to get the most out of them. At the moment, or rather in the past, actually in the past, when units were capped at gold rank 1, there was no reason to play synergy teams, because all of the actives were strong enough to just blatantly wipe boards. So units like Giggs with his Empty the Net was enough in many cases, the 1221 damage, to just wipe an enemy board when everybody was at gold rank 1. This is no longer the case. There's some, we can actually showcase this if we play some Hero Arena for like a second or two. Let's just do that. It's like the steady crackle of the Fiveport faction. Yes, potentially. This is no longer the case. Like if you're going up against super powerful opponents, like Devil for example, he has like more than 1 million, and okay, Myvera and Granite Bones are not known to have like a lot of health, but Kix and Dorga and Nimrul at gold rank 3 are like a little bit more tanky now. And in the past, what I would do on this map, for example, is I would start with Queen Akeshu, move her into this spot, and then you just use the active on this unit. And this unit would be dead, and there would be darkness, so Dorga cannot get out. And that's obviously a great opening. And this is immediately made much worse by the fact that Grandma Bones now has 2100 health, and the active of Queen Akeshu does 1800 on the lower end, 2400 on the higher end. So if we get lucky, we still take her out, but it's no longer a guarantee. And in the past it was a guarantee. There's like nothing you had to think of. You just go in with Queen Akeshu, get rid of this unit, have a shade, put Dorga in darkness. Dorga is now trapped. If she gets rid of the shade, you just put another shade there with Queen Akeshu, because you still have Queen Akeshu. So very different story in the past, and something you can no longer do. Here the main problem is actually Myvera, because Myvera covers a lot of ground, 1, 2, 3 spots, and now she's in a shrub, which is also super annoying, and then she can hit 1, 2, 3 spots. So we cannot go in aggressively on turn 1, and we need to play this differently. And there's a lot of that. This didn't happen in the past. In the past you could just like close your eyes and play through half of these levels, and this is just no longer the case. So I believe it makes a lot of sense to play Snazbang here, because the enemies are gonna move and cluster in this corner, so Snazbang can shoot from here into this corner, so that makes sense. And I do like Grandma Bones, even though she might not be enough to finish these guys immediately. And I also like to have a couple more summons. So this is normally my preferred arena team at the moment, which is hilarious, by the way. And geeks can actually also attack from high ground. So I think this is a good opening here. We can just move to the right side, move him to the front, and that's basically it for our opening. Yeah, and now we are again fortunate that the AI plays like a goldfish. We can hit Dorga from here, which is great. And before we do that, I would probably use gigs to potentially kill my Vera, but probably not. And make sure that Dorga is definitely going to go down. Yeah, so here we see the Fear of Death. And then these 3 guys are done. This is normally what happens. Even though you can no longer very easily kill enemy units, the combination of gigs and snasping is still enough to kill almost everything that is walking in this game. Here it makes sense to do this move, because your units can easily stand on a landmine and survive this, and then you get yet another skeleton. Then you can use the active, and after that you can go summoning party, and that is going to be enough even when the gigs is diamond rank 1 or something like that to get rid of them. So you have to play a little bit differently compared to how you had to play in the past, because in the past, again, you could close your eyes and just go in, especially if you're going up against more powerful players. Like here, Lucky Dave with his 850k team becomes a bit more of a challenge. Although, like tiny rogues that are super strong on offense, like Geeks or Myvera or Snaspang, they don't tend to be like super strong on defense. Like most of the, yeah, okay, this is a ridiculous map, but if you can connect with everything on turn 1, there's not much of a problem taking them down. What is interesting here is actually I can showcase you guys some of the things that I'm doing, because I'm switching units like crazy half the time. So on this map, for example, I'm playing like this, no, not like crazy, but like at least to some degree. And so now Nimrod comes in, because when we play Nimrod, we can move Granny in the middle, go here with Nimrod, get us, well, in a perfect world we get 2 summons, but it's just 1. That's alright though. We can get rid and trap Myvera, which is fine. If we're getting lucky, we do get another skeleton. And then we get some more summons, hopefully. Maybe, let's see. Nope, strong enough. And then again we go summoning party. I mean, this is the key part of every strategy that I'm playing these days. But you can like adapt to the map and to the enemy power and do quite a bit. You just have to like have the correct order of attacking. Going to head to bed now. Hey, Nakko, thank you so much again for recording everything and for the screenshots. Have a good night, man. It's now impossible for bronze rank heroes to be in the top 10 of Grand Champions League. I don't know enough about Grand Champions League because I haven't been playing in it for like, I don't know, a year. I'm not sure. I never switch units. Hey, hey Varun. I switch units a lot. This is what I like about Hero Arena. It's not just like a walk in the park anymore. It's still easy enough. Don't get me wrong, but there is enough like versatility that you have to have on your team to do well in a Hero Arena. So here, for example, my preferred move or preferred opening is these guys, and then let's also bring in Queen Akeshru now because she makes a bit more sense, and then we can go with Geeks and Grandma Bones to the front. And with the help of Naevis, we can actually connect here. And again, we have a really good opening. This guy has 800 more health, so that's not enough. Because the active of Grandma Bones is just going to get rid of him. And then we don't have to fear. We can actually walk into the thorns with Kinakeshru. And as you can see, we're now in a really good place. So yes, the enemy has some field presence, but it's not a big deal. Here we can... Let's see, how much does Nimrod have? 2,300, okay, not bad. Let's go here. Just do... Oh, actually we want to go on Accio, because if we can get... Yeah, if we can use the active of Kinakesho on Accio, we are going to get 1 shade that is turned from an egg into a shade. So let's move Naevis here. We can move you here. Then we can connect with Nimrod and potentially kill him. Potentially. Yeah, you need to go. And since the active of Nimrod is gone, we should be okay here. Should. Yeah, we now have 2 summons. And Accio is gonna mean that Nimrod is gone. That's important. Dogger is gone and now we won the match. Because these 2 frogs are not gonna do anything anymore. Frogs in the past were a bit more of a problem, but now in times of diamond ranks, like, Accio on his own can handle frogs like a champ. Yeah, so we're good. You can move here, do an attack, and we're good. Okay. I jumped between Grand Champion and Legend League due to my time zone. I submitted a ticket about a player with 4 rares and uncommon in the Legendary Epic mix at the top Grand Champions League. Okay. It's interesting to see these maps played with totally different approach / team. Yeah, I think this is one of the most fascinating things. We have some of the super competitive players in our guild, like Rojo, for example, who did win the league before and was like competing at the very top. And he saw me play some of these encounters, and he was like, I've never played it like this, but this is like some great strategy. So here, for example, always going for this strategy, you just need to make sure nobody's going to come through the strudel, and then you hold down the middle basically, and you're good to go. I mean, this is one of the easiest maps ever. And then you just move again, Granny and Gigs. And then after that you still have Tim Tim, and that should be enough for almost everyone. Yeah, and now you can use the active of Queen Acacia because there's no reason not to. And that's more or less it. The active of Accio is a bit of a waste here, even though we only have one. Actually, it should be enough to kill this guy, but you don't have to go for it. Okay, so much for that. You're even making him stronger because he just healed from the Giggs attack. Oh, he didn't get attacked by Giggs. Doesn't really matter in the end. But yeah, it would have been a smarter move to not even go for the active of Accio. Let's see if we find one more interesting map, and then I think it's going to be maybe a more powerful opponent. Starlight at least has 663. Maybe a fan of the boys, who knows. And okay, well, this is a bit of a cookie cutter map. There's not much strategy going into this one. I think we are going with Snazbang here. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we do have an enemy Myvera who is covering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 thanks to the Naevis. Absolutely everything. So we cannot really move our units. We just want to get Snazbang a little closer. Because he has trouble connecting with enemies. He's short-legged. I can emphasize with that. It's alright. And I think that's it. We're shifting a little bit to the other side. Thank you, AI. You're doing a good job today. Making me look good. Oh, so much for that. I was totally expecting that Giggs could just hit my Vera. Oops. Now let's have to... Okay. Snazbang is too powerful. This would have not worked if the enemy had stronger units. I'm super lucky here. This was not well played at all. Yeah, okay, that was super lucky. If this had been like Diamond Rank 1 or Diamond Rank 2 across the board, this would have not worked. This would have completely gone sideways. Would love to sometimes see you play against my squad. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Is it super challenging, your squad? I don't remember. Oh, your squad is annoying actually. I don't like units that can easily connect from any position, like Sunshine. Your squad is quite annoying, to be honest. It's one of those squads where I'm happy when the map is super short and you don't have to think too much. Alright, I think that's enough for Hero Arena. Let's look at Tournament Arena. We do have 10 more tickets. So let's switch game modes and play some more Tournament Arena. My current record is... Can someone do the maths? So what is 114 divided by 7? 16 point something. Okay. 130. I think I got 1 point from one match. Did I get 2 points from one match? Does that make sense? Okay, so I got 16 wins and I got 2 points from one match, which doesn't make sense. Does it? Oh, it does, yeah, because I got 4 points in the redemption pool, and the number of points you get in the redemption pool is 7 minus the points you got. Sorry, 6 minus the points you got, because you shouldn't get 7 points in the redemption pool. So that is correct, which means I went, obviously I forgot it, 16 and 1 so far. So let's see what the record is gonna say at the end of this. And I think Lucente, you need to move down a little bit, my friend. Need to move down a little bit. Here we go. All right. And also, I'm not opposed to switching teams. I don't need to do super well in the upcoming festival. I'm gonna be happy with this unit as epic. There's really no need to have this as a legendary, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, I'm gonna continue playing this team for one more time until I lose with it again. If I lose with it, I need to switch. And I need to play something new and fresh. Does anybody know where he's playing? Okay, so much for that. Is this a mirror? Almost a mirror match. Okay. Hi. So, here we cannot really move a whole lot. Oh, interesting. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why do you allow me to hit gigs on turn 1? Am I missing something? Is there anything? Okay, I get it. So now we need to be careful with the enemy. We could move 3 to the front. We could lock the enemy Bassi Klonksen, but if we do so... Oh, actually... This is quite strong play. We can lock the enemy Bassi Klonksen. And his Snazbang cannot connect with us. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm not sure if this is as strong as I believe it is, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Let's see. Huh. His wingtip can potentially take out... Okay. Whatever. Not super important. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, wingtip is pretty strong. But we still have a Bassi Klonksen next to his Snazbang. Okay. And if we get a bit lucky, we can take out his Snazbang. Okay, that's good. So now we got rid of that guy. And then we could move here and get rid of you. Oh, don't clear the path. What are you doing? Okay, enemy Bassi. Jesus, anything else? It's doing so much damage, this unit. Okay, so now we need to move our Snazbang and shoot at the enemy wingtip. So that means Snazbang needs to go into this position and shoot down. And then if we get super lucky, we can take him out. Oh, we can also just take out the enemy. Huh. What are we? 4 points. Okay, so that would be 5 points. Then we have to capture one more spot. So let's try and get rid of this guy. I think we're going for the active here. Come on. Set this guy on fire. And we're gonna be moving closer to the spot. What happened? Oh, he burned. Okay, cool. Cool. I was setting up to get a point next turn from walking on one of the spots. Man, wingtip is pretty good. Oh wow, I'm on 112 energy. I don't think this has happened in forever. I don't think we need to do any more quests. Nope, we're good. Which means we can try and get some... Oh. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna play. I think everybody knows this. You're looking for that one item that you just can't get. Elite battles. Yep, already did this today. So much fun. So much fun. So let's just raid this. Yep. Okay, that should give us some time. Hopefully in, I don't know, 4 days, 3 days, if we get super lucky, we're gonna be done with this guy forever and ever. And then we can get on Accio. This is 4 more days. And then we can get on the next unit. I don't even know where I am right now. Oh yeah, this is one of those things that I want to do next. So, oh, that was already good. 2. Already got 2 for the day. That's already a good haul. That's what it is. 2 for the day. Really successful haul. So let's come back tomorrow and hope that we get a few more. Okay, back to Tournament Arena. So I wonder why my raid tickets are going down. Alright, so here we can play the same squad. I'm going to continue running them into the ground until I am, I don't know, top 10 in the tournament arena. Let's see. SVO. Oh, I hear a Katsume. There is nothing on the board that says I cannot correctly judge the distance. On this map, this is the best spot for Bussy. This is the best spot for Snazbang. And this doesn't really matter, but we're gonna move them here. Okay. Oh, you can get hit, in case you don't know. If you place your geeks, okay. Interesting. Why would you do that? Okay. I mean, if he's like really confident, but I think there's no reason to not go in here. Okay, yeah. Even especially after that. So here we need to go for the active. Yeah, now Snazbang is actually safe. That's pretty cool. And you we don't need right now. Oh wow, that is lucky. That is lucky. Geeks just burning. So now we're gonna lose our Sprocket, but it's not important. Sprocket is like mostly there for this one move that we just saw at the beginning. I forgot that Katsume has this active because this is why. Wow, we even keep Sprocket. Okay. Oh my god. This is a slaughter. This is a slaughter. We still have the active. Let's just put a robot on the board. At this point we're toying with our enemies. You can connect from here, right? Yeah, you go. I don't think they can win this. What? Why? Okay. Good game. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess Gibbo and Gobbo means that they are relatively new to the game. Before I forget, walk on a point. Yeah, I know. Like I said, that match was pretty much over. We obviously do also a prize giveaway today. So we need to 18 and 1. Is that correct? 18 times 7? 126? Yep, okay, we're good. What do we ask? We need to ask a question. Well, I mean, we saw a lot of Lucente. Let me think. Let me hear from you guys. What do you think? How good is he gonna be? Is he gonna be a unit that is gonna like see some use? Am I completely underestimating him? Are there gonna be like some cases where Lucente is completely gonna like wreck shop and be like the best unit in the game? Or is he gonna be something that meh, probably not gonna make like much of an appearance? Let me know in the chat, and if you leave a comment, we are gonna enter you into our prize drawing for today. So Raisin is not a big fan. Okay, so just put tiers there. Okay, let's just quickly go here. So Raisin says F tier. That's what I'm hearing here. Borsalino says F tier with Hannah and Boulder. I think Hannah is better. I think Hannah is less situational, and her active is now quite okay against dark teams. They don't have to have attacked first. I'm not sure how much Hannah is doing, to be honest, but I think Hannah is doing, I think she's doing more damage than him, even against dark teams. I mean, obviously before they attacked. I definitely see him supporting me in Onslaught. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah. So Barun says C. I'm just gonna put the number in there, or letter in there. I'm a returning player after about a year, so need to catch up. Yeah, I think for returning players, this could be a very interesting option. And sometimes I forget about those guys. I'm sorry. Also, welcome back. Welcome back. It's cool that people are coming back to this game. I love to hear this. I also Lucente replacing Nixie in my lineup. And yeah, I do believe that Nixie is better. If you guys want, you can grade him, but it's alright. See, did they finish him? I think he is finished. So that's K. Hana's AoE pretty much insta-kills dark enemies and heals to 100% every ally. Yep. Hana is a lot better than she used to be. And Razor knows because he really likes Hana. And that might be the understatement of the stream. Am I missing anybody? Okay, well, maybe alright before Yasa. Before Yasa? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing it, but maybe I'm missing something. So I'm going to give you guys a bit more time to write something in the chat. I'm just going to play another match because I need to keep this run going. Also, by the way, I didn't play against anybody that I know so far. I don't know if I'm just lucky or okay. I didn't. What do you call it? Okay, here we need to be a bit more careful because there is an enemy Sunshine 1, 2, 3 spots and then 1, 2, 3 spots. So we cannot move any unit on this spot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or on this spot. This spot is safe. So let's move him here. Let's move here. And let's move to this side maybe. Yeah, I think this is fair. And that's the turn. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and he needs to be able to attack with a range, with a regular attack. Someone to do the shenanigans with Sprocket. By the way, not a big deal. Actually, it is. Actually, I need to take that back. It is a big deal. Enemy made a misplay, or something that I preach to you guys all the time. They selected their lineup. This sucks. Okay, we can go Bossy 1, 2, 3, and then if we wind him up, he goes 1, 2, 3, and he hits Sunshine. And if we get lucky, he's gonna be dead. We are sacrificing Sprocket in the process, but oof, that's not a lot of damage. Come on. That is a lot of damage. Here we go. Okay, so now Sprocket on the enemy team is more or less taken out of the equation. More or less, not much. And we now need to use our superior range to keep enemies at bay. Oh, I could have repaired. Could have repaired from a distance with Snazbang. I didn't even see that move. The game saw that move. The game was like, hey, Snazbang, I'm blinking, I'm blinking. Yeah, I mean, if you're using the active for that, I'm actually happy. Quite honestly, I'm happy if it... Of course, my Buzzy crits now. You gotta be... Really. This is the one time I don't want him to crit and he just goes... Oh my god, traitor! Traitor! Ah! Oh man! Okay. Let's get rid of you. Yeah. Good job, bro. Good job. Yeah, let's go here. Man! We can still win, but it's just gotten a lot harder. Stop using my Buzzy against me. It's not fair. And why does he always crit when the enemy is using Sprocket? This move is not that good normally. It's not that good normally. Honestly, I play this unit a lot. I never use Sprocket on my enemy units. Never. Okay, we got this. We can now go here and the match is over, but we need to completely humiliate our opponent because he was mean to me. Yeah, good game. Actually, I don't want to risk it. I don't have the balls to go in and try and humiliate my opponent. So I feel humiliated now. I have to agree. I have to agree that the Sprocket move was pretty good. It was really good. I hate to admit it. All right. I should have left the triumphant music in the background. We're gonna open that in a second. You guys are gonna be feeling like opening chests in a second. So we had K who said C. Then Borsalino we already have. Marco Oplo. Marco Oplo, not terrible, very meh. I'm just gonna say that is C tier. Maybe C+. I'm just gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here. All right. Alex Dimchuk says TSC unless there's a nice combo with other new light heroes. Good point. Good point. Yeah. What I would prefer is if you have some heroes that are really, like, good on their own, it would make sense to have them released first, and then if there's other heroes that make them even better and have like combo potential and stuff, to release them later. We saw that with the Festival of the Caven Realm, because I think, if I remember correctly, that Queen Akeshru was the first hero from that faction, and she's amazing. And then after Akeshru, we either had Ranaklu or Umanu, and that's okay, because you already like you have like Queen Akeshru and then Ranaklu or Umanu, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. More darkness on the board, that's cool. And then eventually the third unit, I'm pretty certain about this, was Ranaklu, and you're like, okay, this is a combo, this is crazy. Nimrod was already out, obviously. Okay, so technically Nimrod was the first hero from that faction. And then the fourth unit was Voyasa, which was a bit of a letdown, because lots of people were like, oh my god, this unit is going to be like, this faction is going to be the best thing ever, and then Voyasa was like, meh. Alright, so Alex Dimjaks, Marco Oplo, we do have, then we say Asa3N says he's bad, so I'm just going to say that is D tier, maybe even F, who knows. Matthew Neelan says C. That's a good move by the enemy. Yep. The real new light mage is Arios. Yeah, Arios is probably better than him. Rob Thomason, I like his aura, so he can stick around, but I can't see him getting much action unless his faction mates sync well. Yes, I don't like the fact that they don't have a faction trait. I mean, maybe they all have Fear of Death. Who knows? So Rob is basically saying he's somewhat situational. Is Lul a typo? Where's Lul? Did I write Lul? Oh no. It's a known emote on Twitch. If you type Lul on Twitch, it actually turns into a very well-known emoji, but you don't see that on YouTube, because Twitch and YouTube, they don't have the same emojis. Excellent against Lionel and Nimrod, kills Lionel during charge. Oh, Arios. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, what? Yes. Did buy Nimrod lately. I'm beginner. Besides Gix and Katsuma, which heroes you recommend to focus on first? Hey, welcome to the... I'm just going to enter you now a prize drawing, okay? Gix is definitely the next option. Yeah, I would have also said Gix. Sir Matt is kind of hard to like make stronger, because you're going to be missing some of the essential material early on. But Sir Matt is a unit that I am still playing, and I'm winning the Legend League every once in a while. Every 2 weeks. So... Jesus, humble brag. So Matt is a unit that has a lot of potential, and all of the resources that you put into Sir Matt are not wasted. You can basically ignore Sigrid, unfortunately, the starter hero, but this is true in many games. The first hero you get is not great. Sigrid you can kind of ignore. Monty doesn't have, like, Monty takes forever to become good. I'm not saying he's terrible, because Raisin is in the chat, so I have to watch what I'm saying. But until Monty gets good, you need to invest so many resources that you're better off first working on any other unit you're drawing right now. So forget about Monty. Hana is not a good unit, and now I'm just pulling no punches. I know that Raisin will disagree. Pari is a unit that is really, really good. If you can unlock Pari, she can help you in PvP, in Hero Arena, to climb the ladder and get to the higher leagues. And in the higher leagues, yeah, if you have the essential material, like, I'm gonna get Pari eventually to Legendary once I'm done, which is gonna take 6 more months. Gear farming, like getting all of these units to diamond ranks and stuff. But Pari is a unit I definitely want to be able to play in some maps in Arena. She's really good in my opinion. I like her a lot. Sir Florianus is okay at the beginning, but not like something to write home about, not great. You can safely ignore Gibo and Gobo, like, completely. There's like next to nothing he can do. Tavarinci is unfortunately not very good. Like, these are the starting units that you get to see. And Bowler unfortunately also needs a lot of work until he becomes strong. Yeah, what you should do at the very beginning is always collect your summoning tokens until you're sitting on 10 of them. So that's why I'm sitting on 5 and I'm not using them. I'm waiting, and even veteran players can do this. You wait until you have 10 summoning tokens, and then you do a pull. This almost always makes sense, especially if you're a new player, because you want to be able to open some of these legendary heroes. Obviously, Dorga, for example, can carry you through the entire campaign on her own. Yeah, so that would be another really good hero. That would be great if you get to pull her early on, but then you also need to be a little bit lucky, of course. Yeah, if you're new to the game and you need some information, obviously, number one tip is you go to this screen and then you go to the settings and then there's a Discord button. So you click on the Discord button and that will take you to Discord. And you should totally join the Discord. This is where all the good players hang out. I'm not exaggerating, all of them. And you can get a lot of cool insights on Discord. There's also stuff in Discord that is pinned, or that is easy to find or easy enough to find. I'm just gonna give you one more hint. For example, there's the Riven Guard Reddit site, which is not very active, but it is a place where we can find great information. Like there's this guy that is doing character previews and stuff, and Jesus, and there's a couple of links that are actually useful on the right hand side. So for example, the Hero Arena tier list, and this should hopefully help you. I'm just gonna link you this in the chat, and that should give you some input, so you can see what is great in Arena. By the way, I need to change this now with diamond ranks. Like Tanamo is no longer S. Tanamo is no longer S tier in Arena with diamond ranks. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do this right now. Okay, so Tanamo is now only A tier. Wingtip is actually not that good. He's okay, but he's B. Nimrol, Gigs, Dorga. Hot take. I mean, I don't know. She's really good on defense. Like when the enemy cannot kill you, she can turn a game around. Or at least she used to. She can no longer. Yeah. Meh. A tier. Pari, Myvera. No. Myvera is actually a lot worse now. A lot worse. She's more in the B tier now. Because Myvera can no longer one-shot everything. Tim is worse than before. Why is Servidus in the A tier in Hero Arena? That doesn't make any sense. What am I missing? I guess theoretically sometimes? No. Like, Servidus is currently my strongest unit and I've never ever played him in Hero Arena in the last 6 months. He should probably be lower than B tier, but okay. Pari, Naevis, Ranaklu, Tanamo. I guess Myvera could go there. Tim is situationally good. Like on some maps, he's really good. B tier, Umanu. I guess. Grammar Bones, Myvera, Tim. Katsumo is no longer really good. Because, again, diamond ranks change everything. Katsumo was good because of her passive, and the passive doesn't matter anymore. Because you cannot kill anybody with the passive. Like a diamond rank 1 Accio or gold rank 3 Accio can never, ever get shot, hit, killed by a Katsumo passive, and that's the only reason why Katsumo was good. So she's worse than before. Siad is much better than before. Siad is much better than before because he's a mage with physical armor. So he can actually rank up into the A tier now. Nakko would be proud. And also this other unit that used to be not a unit. What's her name? This girl that Cinder, can place cannons on the board. She's a lot better now. I'm not going to put her in A tier because it would make Nakko way too happy. But B tier is fine for Cinder, for example. Jesus Christ, a lot has changed with diamond ranks as far as I'm concerned. Sir Flo is a little bit better than before, but not A. Sunshine, Yasmin, I don't know, I guess. Sometimes. Nixie, Scruffy. Scruffy could potentially be A tier, but I don't think so. Balmur is worse because his active doesn't do as much. Like there's a couple of units that were only in this list higher up because of their active effects. Because the active effects on their own would mean enemy team is dead, enemy team takes a lot of damage, stuff like that. It's no longer the case. Like nobody's able to one-shot enemy teams anymore, or most of the time, if both teams have diamond rank 1, 2, 3 units. So that's why a lot of actually changing. Arios is definitely way better than before. Now, potentially A tier. I'm gonna put him here. I think that's roughly okay. I would have to spend a lot more time to fix this, to be like, okay, this is 100% my list. But yeah, Oakendrop is definitely like viable now all of a sudden, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hana is better than before because of active does something now. It's a lot of lots and lots has happened. Oh, lots and lots has happened on YouTube with spam bots. Let me find this correct thingy. Why is this always happening, man? Every time. Here we go. Why need to work on Seat now? Yeah. I don't see Sunshine in S. You will never see him there. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, so I know you from there, from my beginnings. Oh! Okay. Yeah. Dogger is my strongest student, but I rarely use her in arena. Yeah. Absolutely. Alright. So now, we wanted to save this. Doesn't like Oakenshrub, for example, should actually be higher now. He's like better now. It's very interesting. A lot has changed. I'm quite excited. Okay, prize drawing, guys. Anybody else? Strive FPV. Did you write anything? I guess not. I'm just gonna be nice to you and enter you regardless. If you have an opinion on the new unit, let us know. That's basically it. Last chance. If anybody else wants to enter our prize drawing, you have to post something now. Yes, Taco, please. Is Trippy Taco in here? No. Trippy Taco / Taco. Okay. Anybody else? Let me check if I have a timer in the game that is running out. No, I don't. I have infinite time in this game. Okay. So, let's pull a winner. Let me just bring up my sound effects. We want to pick a random name. So, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Woo! Borsalino, who was under the impression that this unit, the new unit Lucente, is not that good, gets to get 10 summoning tokens. Congratulations! Please get in touch with Kyle on the official Discord if you have trouble doing that. Let me see if I can do this for you, if I can find a bit of an insight. I showed you guys how to get to Discord earlier. So, and then on the official Discord, you just go to any of the announcements, because all of the announcements are by Kyle. Click his name, and then you can start message him. And ideally you tell him that in 1 hour 35 minutes roughly, he has to watch a bit more of the stream, but that's alright. He's not gonna be mad, no worries. You were drawn as the winner of this prize, and yeah, send him a message and send him my regard. The Lannisters send their regards. Tell him that. All right. Okay, let's go back to Tournament Arena. And again, congratulations. I heard there was cake too. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's try and continue our run. Or shall we quickly play Onslaught? I guess it doesn't really matter. Has anybody seen the Onslaught? You guys have seen the last Onslaught stage, I guess. Yeah. No, I'm gonna save it for tomorrow for Double Gold Day. Nakko never has 3 tickets, is what he said. I've given up. I'm constantly sitting on at least 2, half the time 3 tickets. Okay, come on, we can do this. We can continue to wreck shop. This is... oh my god, this map. What are you doing? Why are you... no, why are you doing this? Oh my god, I will never understand these people. Okay, so we can get rid of... we can take out Bussy, Scruffy, which is good. And we can potentially take out these other 2 guys. Let's see what happens. Okay. Almost good enough. We need to hold Scruffy at bay. It's too much of a problem. Okay, that works too, I guess. Wow, so close. Almost another kill. Yeah, pretty good. Obviously. We were hoping for a kill on wingtip. I thought that Buzzy would hit the enemy sprocket, to be honest. But we're still in pretty good shape. Like... Okay. We've done all the things with Snazbang that we needed to do. Now we can get... Why? Every time someone is using some of these effects, I'm like, why would you do that? Wow! Nimrod does that much damage? I'm surprised. I thought he would suck a lot more at this rarity. Okay, you guys are lined up so nicely. Let's just do this because you were asking for it. We can kill... How? Where are we going? Oh, to this side. Okay. We could kill this guy. This would make sense. A lot of sense. We still have... Oh, do we do the extra move that we saw from the enemy? Yeah, I think we need to try this. Winning in style. Winning in style. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Yeah, that works. That worked quite well, actually. Does my math check out? I'm still paranoid. 19 times 7 is 133. Oh no, did I already have 20 wins? 104. Oh, okay, I'm 20 and 1. Okay. Let's keep going. How long is this tournament going? 18 more hours? Okay. Let's just... Oh man, the only problem I have is the more I play this team, the more I'm gonna see it. Because everybody else... Oh, Venti, I think I know Venti. I think he is on the official Discord. There is no Naeves, so that's good for us, because it means we can actually rely on the danger zone. And we are also on the better side of this map, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. He might not know this. I don't know. But we can now move here. And then go here. And Buzzy can connect. And that's obviously, that's such a big deal. This doesn't do much, but it's okay. Yeah, and now we're already in a winning position because the pressure is on. The pressure is on the enemy now. They need to do something. And we have board control basically. This is this Sprocket and Buzzy move is super strong. This is the reason why we play Sprocket. By the way, this is not that bad for the enemy. Oh yeah, this is a weird display bug because the Buzzy we have is actually the bad version of Buzzy. If we get super lucky, Arceus active is gone. We get, yes, we get the Killatron on the right spot. Now we could, so Giggs' active is gone. The active of Queen Akeshu is still there. We can go, well, to the middle, I guess. 1, 2, 3, yeah, and I think we can go here. I'm pretty certain we're okay. Oh, that was actually a really bad move by Buzzy. That's alright. It is alright. So now we do have the robot on the board. Robot is doing some damage. The actives of Giggs and Arceus are gone. That is a pretty big deal. There's still a Sir Matt on the board, which is a bit of a problem because his summons are going to be very powerful. So in a perfect world, we're going to be able to take out Sir Matt without him being able to summon anything. And also we do have an advantage in terms of time now. Because the enemy... Okay, so much for that. I take that back. We don't. I'm not sure it's a good game yet. I'm not convinced that is the case. I don't think... I think he's baiting us. So here we can go to this spot. We still have the active, right? It's good that I'm checking this before I'm doing it. Okay, so he can again do the pro move here. Which would be... check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. The enemy can still do a pro move here, which again would be first moving Accio. Oh, actually he can't. He could move... Can Accio just hit Snazbang? I guess so. So if I keep forgetting this, I don't know why. The mounted units, I think they can traverse the broken ice. So if so, he needs to move Accio onto the landmine, and then he can go 1, 2, 3, 4 spots with Zermatt. And that would allow him, his Zermatt, to connect with our Snazbang. That would be a very powerful move. So now we got rid of Queen Akesho, that's good. We can ignore the enemy Zermatt, because he can only move 1 spot. So that's good for us. We can now capture a field. Try and get rid of the enemy gigs. And I'm not sure if this is the correct move here. Let's just do this. And Bassi can go to the side so he can capture another spot if we want him to capture another spot. So the gigs is a bit of a problem here. I'm basically ignoring gigs. But he cannot one-shot Snazbang, and he's the only unit that is active for the enemy right now, because everybody else is basically locked. And the enemy is making the misplay of not using Zermatt. He needs to get out of the corner. Like, you cannot just like park your unit and hope for the best with your other 2 units. You need to get more active units into the game. So I think he should have done like a move with Zermatt, even if it means he takes more damage. And it's very easy to get rid of him. But I think it would have definitely been a stronger play to just move Zermatt. Alright. Keep playing this team, I guess. Until I'm losing. Nakko. Oh, he's got this Japanese Discord sign. So there's a couple of Japanese players who wanna get like a Japanese community going. And they have started a Japanese Discord, which is amazing and great, obviously. If you happen to speak Japanese, or you want to learn it, or you're a fan, well, if you're a fan of Rivengard, that's not enough in this particular case. You need to be a fan of Rivengard and speak Japanese. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. So we have a Snazbang that can go here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 shooters. This is not good. We also have an enemy Bassi that can move 1, 2, 3, and then get supercharged and move to us. So we're in a bit of a pickle. Let's move here, and we need to get another unit out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is terrible for us. I don't like this at all. Yeah, we're gonna lose Sprocket here, potentially. That's okay. I don't think this is better to move in here. I think it makes more sense to keep in the back. If he shoots with Snazbang at Bassi, that's gonna be okay. If he moves in with Bassi, that's gonna be a problem. Yep, and he does. So, okay, no crit, that's good. Okay, we're still alive. That's the important stuff here. Our own Snazbang is in the worst possible spot. He can't do anything. Oof, and his Snazbang is getting closer. So now we would have to get rid of his Bassi, which is super unlikely. We cannot get rid of him, but we can do a lot of damage to him. I think we need to... Oh my god, this is terrible. We need to get the... Okay, at least. Why? Are you not dead? Okay. This is a minor victory. We're actually kinda lucky how our units are spread out. The problem is this Bussy suit on the board, because the Bussy suit means that the enemy can very easily connect and shoot a lot of our units away. Now we are left with our robot. Okay, whatever. Okay. Do some more stuff, robot. Here it makes the most sense. Does this make sense? I guess not. Yeah, this should be an okay move because his Bullmon is now, like, turned off. His Bullmon cannot do anything anymore. But if he gets one more kill, we're done. And that's the kill. Yeah, really well played. Really well played by the enemy. I don't think there was a whole lot we could do, to be honest. Because of the stupid positioning of our units at the beginning. This is some of these maps are somewhat they lock you into a corner, and if you don't have the correct starting positions, there's not much you can do. Sprocket is Bussy. Never mind, that's for robot. Sprocket his Bussy. I didn't even think of that idea. So we would have gotten his Bussy out of the way. He would have hit his Sprocket, which potentially could have died. And then the question was, could our Snazbang connect with his Snazbang? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we could have connected. I think that would have been a really good play. Sending Bussy right back. Just because we're freeing up the... Yeah! He moved his units in because he was expecting us to not be able to get rid of Bussy. If he had... Oh my god! Tiny Ronin, that would have been amazing. I didn't see that at all. Yeah, we should have just sent his Bussy back. Then we can move our Snazbang in. We can use the active of... Oh my god, that would have been winning. Oh, didn't see this at all. Now I'm mad at myself. Meh. Oh, by the way, I'm clearing my units every time and reselect them because the order of how you select them is the order they show up on the map. And this order that I'm picking every time is, in my experience, the best order. Let me just go 1, 2, 3, and then if he brings in Naevis, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can't move. Well, that's just great. And he can also go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so are we safe down here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not. Okay, so we can go here, we can go here, and here, I guess. Okay. Did I say hi? Okay, that's good for us. Good luck. What is he doing? Yeah. Do you know the Bussy and Sprocket combo? What? Okay. Interesting. Come on, take out Snazbang, please. That's mildly acceptable. So now we could take a shot at Nixie. He can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is super unlikely that he can do that. Let's just move to this side here. Let's see. I mean, Bussy, but oh Jesus, how much damage is Nixie doing here? Yeah, of course, everybody crit now. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay, if we are here, we can actually hit these guys. Why am I not lucky? Okay, he's not? Really? Am I missing something? Yeah, I guess I missed that his Buzzy is just now gonna completely wreak havoc again on us. What can we do here? Nothing, right? We can go one spot. No, that's not good enough. Yeah, we need to get out of the way so his Buzzy cannot... his Buzzy... His Snazbang. His Snazbang cannot completely wreck shop with us. Okay. He doesn't always crit, that's good to know. Can I go there again? Okay, so much for that. Question answered. Okay, we're safe. For the time being, we're safe. So now it's important to try and capture some points. Interesting game. Does anybody know which landmines belong to me and which land... I guess that these landmines are enemy landmines and these landmines are my landmines. Because I shot at Naevis here, I think that's correct. Really? Okay. So I can shoot the enemy Naevis now. But if I do, I'm exposing my units. So I could go here. Yeah, I think I need to do this because like standing passively in the back is not going to do me any favors. What can I... Oh, I can shoot the stupid tree. I'm constantly like, what can I do? Oh, I can shoot the tree. Well, that's just great. Okay, if we can get rid of the shade... We could get our Snazbang to shoot their Snazbang, which would be great. We can get out of the way of his... Just keep critting. Just keep critting, bro. Okay, another shade, sure. Okay. So I think we can do this. And this would be an okay move. Because now his queen is taken out. Oof, that's rough, man. That is rough. He just needs one more hit. And that hit could be his... If he crits with Snazbang, we're dead. But he needs to step on a landmine. What a thriller! Yeah, of course he crits! Ah, Jesus! Oh my god! Yeah, of course he's got enough life to jump on a landmine, not die, and crit. Sure. 500 things coming together. You should play the lottery today, my friend. Man. Okay. We wanted to switch teams after we keep losing, which is right now. So I still want to play Bussy and Sprocket. What else would make sense here? Because these two are just too strong. I think you could have won by focusing on the capture points. I don't know, if I focus more on the capture points, I'm exposing myself more to his Snazbang early on. Or earlier in the match. I'm not sure. So we can play Archeo. Well, I guess we could play this team. So we go for these two, or rather, let's not go immediately for these two. We play Giggs. Sure. So mad Accio. So mad. So mad. So mad. Why are you so weak? And then Accio. And then Bussy and Sprocket. I want to see this. I think you could have killed Shade in the middle, move Naevis to middle point and shoot their Snazzy the turn before for the win. Okay. Oh my god, if I had the other team, this would be the easiest map in the world. Yeah. Really. Okay. So we can go here and then we would potentially be killing Snazbang. Let's see if that's happening. Okay. Hit Accio again? I guess. I swear to god the game is just trying to rub it in at this point. So now we need to be somewhat careful. We want to be moving to this side. This is fair. There's a display bug in that the game adds the range of Voyasa's active to his danger zone. So Voyasa can hit 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, and then in theory he could hit 2 more spots with the danger zone, but obviously he can't. Wow, this is an aggressive opening. Very aggressive. Okay. So now we need to go for gigs. Okay, that's good. Then we want to go for more summons? I guess. No free... Oh, Jesus, I hate elevation in this game. Like, could it be any less obvious? I guess not. Okay, we cannot hit this guy. We cannot do this. Hi, yeah, hi. We can just do regular attack, but that's terrible. Well, we have 2 frogs. Come on, 2 frogs. Now we can hit this guy. Come on, guys. Oh, we have 3 frogs. I can't count. Okay, that's actually pretty good. No, 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 no. Oh, man, I heard the sound. I heard the sound. I was about to... Oh, we just need to move Sprocket onto the... I think we still win. Yeah, we're still in a pretty good spot. 4, 5. Woof. Time ran out. Okay. Interesting. Hard to tell if we would have won this with the other team. Because they were so aggressive, the way they came in. Potentially not. This might have been the correct team for this particular enemy. So that's good. Okay. So let's try this one more time. I hate the fact that Sermat is so far down. This is super irritating. But it's kind of good to have 3 units that can tank a hit. Okay, phone! Hello! It's from my guild. Oh, are we playing a mirror match? Almost. What's the difference? Oh, he's not playing gigs. And instead he's playing Snazbang. Fair enough. This is one of those maps that punishes you for starting at the bottom. A lot. Don't tell me you're trying this. This is not working, man. It's like, ha ha ha, you're not playing Snazbang, I can do this. How is he hitting all the fields? Do I need to just stand here and do nothing? Is that correct? No, that's not correct. Okay, so we can move here, and then we could move to the middle and hit and capture a spot. I mean, the main point of doing this is to get... Yeah, of course we are not... Yeah, cool. That helped. So we're not hitting anybody here. We're not hitting anybody here. Just gotta get wrecked now or what? This is fine-ish. I'm not sure. I don't think I played this correctly. Rubbing no snazzy in your face. Okay, that's okay so far. His Accio can hit all of the units. So that's not great for us. Okay. Quite honestly, I call that a waste of summons. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Really? I thought for sure that Snazbang would get out of the way. Okay. So we need to hit here. Then... do we move here? No, I guess here. Yeah. Then we hit here. And I guess now we can go for summon party. Okay, crit. This is how you do it. He's gonna go for the active of Bassi, probably. Because he wants to get rid of the X. Or he just stomps on the X, which is also an option. Is there still the active? Yeah, there's still the active of Snazbang, the Mega Shoot to Mayhem. Okay. It's not great for us. By any stretch of the imagination. We still have 2x. These frogs are not going to do much. Okay. That's good for us. We can climb back in. He still has the active, right? Yeah, he still has the active. Okay, so best bet for us is to keep out of range. Do we capture the spots and we win? I think we need to try that at least. I should have... The spot in the middle is red. I'm a blind person. I totally thought I had the spot in the middle and I need to go to the right side now. But we still win. I'm an idiot, but we still win. Oh, my frogs win. Jesus Christ, what is this? Oof. Better be lucky than good. Not exactly the best match I've ever played, but I take it. I take it. We are in position 100. We're getting closer to the top. So we got 169, and if we were to add another 14 points, we would have 183. And that would put us in the top 20. So let's see. By the way, the main thing about this game mode, in my opinion, is that you know what your units are doing. It really helped me playing the same team over and over and over again. Even though it is kind of boring, I have to admit that. Also, it's 156. Jesus Christ, that is not good. That means we need to get rid of our energy before the day changes. Let me just quickly do that. Here, I definitely need something here. Yep. And what else do we need? Infinite stuff, I guess. Yeah, this stuff. What is it? 156? Okay. We can watch an ad together. Or... also these ads. Oh, Call of Antia. These are definitely the worst ads in this entire game at the moment. Is she gonna complain that she didn't get the cool hero that she wanted? Of course. Quite honestly. Also, the acting is great in these. Yeah, Talk about a toxic relationship, man. Okay, so now we have a bit more energy, and we can use that extra energy to get a bit more, couple more items. Do we have that? Yeah, we can do this. Okay, great. I keep wondering why my raid tickets are going down so quickly. I honestly don't get it. What else are we working on? Yeah, sure. Always need that stuff. Guess we need that eventually. Oh, Panda needs infinite stuff. Let's see. When you no longer even care whether or not you get this stuff. So we have 3 more minutes for 2 more energy refreshes. This is not exactly what I was hoping for to do. I thought this is gonna be a bit more relaxed today. Okay, I'm gonna need this. How the team maps crits. What do you think about the guy on first place? I don't know. Who is it? I have no idea. Okay, this is the last energy refresh that I need to do before. Actually, I'm good. I'm good. We did it. We did it. Here we go. We can get this. A Hood of Deflection. What's up with him? He won last time with full points and now is 28-0 if I am correct. That's like 70. Oh, it smells really bad for me. You can't be that lucky. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, we had Big Nasty, the fetish on Discord, who the last couple of times did extremely well. And I played him and I was like, nobody can be that good. And then I played him and I was like, he's actually really good. I have to admit, he's actually really good. I did make a misplay. So I could have won, but that's not me trying to throw him under the bus. That's just me throwing myself under the bus. So I did, and he was playing like a very unique team. So I kinda was like, okay, I can get behind the idea that this guy's wrecking shop and winning so many of his matches. I could kind of get behind that idea. I don't know, 28-0, 2 times in a row. I don't know. I'm 23-3 at the moment. I definitely could have won the one match if I had seen the sprocket move that Tiny Rodent said. That would have made a big difference in that match. I think we would have insta-won that match. Still mad. And the other one that I lost, I could have won the other one that I lost, to be honest, if I had, or probably could have won, if I would have moved to the middle, killed the Shade, and then kill the enemy Snazbang. Then, if I do that, the enemy Queen Akeshru is still running around doing whatever she wants. So I'm not like 100% that this is the winning move. But could have been. Could have been. So, yeah, there's definitely some people who are like seeing these moves much easier, much faster, and they can then dominate the match. Also, I do play a little bit better when I'm not streaming, to be honest, because I try to walk you guys through my thoughts, and sometimes that doesn't help. Oh, this is interesting. This is a team that would have done extremely well against my old team. Because there's just too many guys that are doing physical damage, that can tank a hit or 2 or 3. Okay, I don't even know where the danger zone is here. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Servidus. Not Servidus. So this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so right side is okay. We don't have to move to the left. Man, it's so annoying. Stupid feature. So we can move here? Like this? Move to the middle? I think this is fine. I hope this is fine. What team you remember? I don't know. I've not played against him. I don't know if anybody knows what team he plays. This is interesting, by the way. Why is he presenting all of his units for my gigs? Am I missing something? Oh, he's not. Okay. Yeah, a second ago I was like, Jesus, really? I want you to hit me as hard as you can. So gigs can now hit the enemy Nimrul. No? Why not? One day I will understand this. Geeks can hit the enemy red rat, which sounds like a good idea to me. We don't have any ranged attackers in our team. I see a bit of a problem with our team. Oh, interesting. This is how elevation doesn't work correctly. And then we can hit the surf low. Yeah. Just gonna do this again, bro. Just gonna do this again. Force the frogs to the other side. And if we go here, we can hit one more frog. 4 more frogs. Okay, cool. Let's see what this does. That was a pretty good move. That was a pretty good move. So now he still has a silver root. That's the name of the unit, by the way. He still has a red rat, which is gonna get redonkulous. Sure. So we get 2 points. Yeah, and he gets rid of the... Oh, yeah. This is annoying because we have to first attack and give him... Oh, don't give him the active. Don't give him the active. Okay, cool. Do we need to speed this up? Oh, we just need 1 more point? No. Oops. Oops. David, it's probably you. I wish I would play against him. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind. What's his name again? And it's like a weak account, right? Someone said, is that the guy? What? 122,000 power? With a Dorga? That is... Okay. Lifetime trophies 210. Really? So it's a player that doesn't play in Arena. He just started the game, basically. And for the 2nd time in a row, he's 18-0. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds a bit fishy. This is not what I'm used to. That that brand new players know how to play this game mode. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the guys that has had their accounts reset. They start over for whatever reason. I thought if somebody, quite honestly, I thought if someone is cheating in this game and they have their accounts reset, that they never come back. To be honest, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm not saying this guy is cheating. I'm just saying this would make more sense for me if somebody was cheating in the past, have their account reset, start the game over, and then they're doing really well in Tournament Arena just to rub it in and show everyone, hey, they should have never banned me. I wasn't that good because I was cheating. I was that good because I'm that good. And then they come back with a vengeance. So I'm like, okay, that would make like tiny bit of sense. But I don't know. That seems extremely suspicious, I have to say. He had 10 lifetime trophies last time. He won it 40-0 or how many matches there are. Okay. Wow. He will be 80-0 by the end in those 2 seasons. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely suspicious. It's hard to say if it's like 100% something super fishy. I don't know. But yeah. It is weird. Salvo Master. Oh, so something that Kaz Chai posted on our Discord. So when you have several quests, so my theory was always, and I was like defending this even, that there's 3 different quests. You get 1 quest every day. You get another quest every other day. You get a 3rd quest every 3rd day. You can reroll those quests if you click on this icon in the top right. So you don't like Shun Victor? I don't like Shun Victor. You click on it and you get a new quest. In this case, Dark Abilities, which is a terrible quest, and every time I do that, I regret it. But if you now first fulfill the master quest, you will get this quest the next day again. Not for the same hero, but if you re-roll into a master quest, you finish it first, you will get a master quest every day. My theory was, that this master quest could be the 2-day slot, and I finish it whenever, and then every 2 days I get a master quest, and this has been true for months. And I was like 100% sure that my master quest was in the quest slot for every other day. Every 2 days I get a master quest. And then Kaz Chai said, if you finish the master quest first, it is going to be the new quest for the next day. And I tried this, and I can confirm that this is how it works at the moment. Which sounds like a significant bug. Don't know why they did it that way. It's a super weird bug. But basically you have to reroll quests until you get something you like a master quest. And then you need to finish that first, and you will see it the next day, right away again. It's quite weird. Super weird. But that is what it is. Also, by the way, 50? Was it 50 coins? I don't need those. I might need those. Panda badge. Okay, let's play one last match, and then a redemption match, or maybe play a redemption match first. Let's play a redemption match with the old team, so they can redeem themselves. Oh, I need to know. Oh, jeez, no, not that. No. We're just gonna look at Discord while this is running. I'm not gonna. We're not watching this together. This is it's too annoying. We've got a winner. What is this? Oh, the last need. What the hell, RNG? But if you've never seen this before, the WTH RNG channels means you have some crazy stuff happening with RNG in the game. So, I don't know, you pull something that is like terrible, whatever. And you just post a screenshot of something that happens in the game that is like very weird. Could be good, could be bad, nobody cares. And then at the end of the week, they draw a winner. And they get like whatever they want. The best thing you can ask for is the Nimrul sword. You can ask for the Nimrul sword. That was a festival only thing. What did I do? Oh, yeah, of course, it runs. Small, wide. Okay, we got it. Am I starting? No. Ollie Dolly, I know this guy from the official Discord. And now I'm playing almost a mirror match. And I'm on the okay side. I think on this map it's quite fair. On this map there is no great or bad side. We need more raid tickets. I'm becoming broke. I'm not sure if I can spoil this already, but Kyle is never going to watch this video this long. It has been confirmed that something is going to be done about raid tickets in one of the upcoming builds. Not this one, because it's a bit too late notice, but the one after. Very likely. Extremely likely. 200% likely. So fret not, we've brought this up and we said, hey, raid tickets, they are running out. And they said, okay, good to know. We're going to be doing something about it. So we're good. Did I miscount? No. I'm doing fine, right? I'm doing fine. This is weird. I'm advancing and there's nothing I can do. I can't put any pressure on him, really. Yeah, you can do that, but that's not going to do anything. This is relatively good for us, because now we can do Servidus shenanigans. So if we move Servidus here, this is why I like Servidus so much. We can move Servidus here, and we just need to pair him up. Actually, this makes a bit more sense. And now the danger zone has vanished. And then we need to shuffle units around a bit so we get Snazbang closer to the front. And now his Buzzy is out of commission. Can you ask for a second Nimrod sword? Yes, you can. We have members in our guild that have won the RNG contest, and they did indeed ask for a second Nimrod sword, and they did get it. So, good news. Should we tell competitors stop being lazy and play something manually? Good. Oh, Borun did. Yeah. See? Example. So let's see if... Okay, he doesn't see the move that is here. Because now we locked both of them, which is fun. And we can move here, here, and start the shooting. Or some more shooting. And keep advancing. There's no reason not to advance some more. So far, so good. Only problem now is that the enemy Bussy can now use his active to hit our... what's his name? Yeah, that unit. I'm impressed. I was 100% sure that he's gonna survive another hit, or 2 hits, or 3 hits. Well, so much for that. So what do we do now? This is not good. This is not what I planned for. I had a plan. This is terrible for us. Ah, come on. Yeah, I need to do this. Oh, hey, Jesus, effing, oof, really? Yeah, well played. Wow, amazing. Yeah, sure, of course, 500 frogs. At this point, nothing is surprising. Yeah, great move. Is it my turn? Okay, cool. Let's see. What can we do? We can do this, which seems to make a lot of sense. Or not. Can we take anybody out, please? I can't do this. This is not gonna do anything. Oh, God. Breathe, Ollie. Breathe. I'm so annoyed right now. Okay, we need to capture one more spot and not die. But he needs to kill a lot of units to win this. So I think we won. We're gonna lose Sprocket. It's a big surprise. First time this happened today. But the enemy Snazbang is done. We still have a Bussy that is like half alive. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that was really lucky. Whew. Kyle heard what you said? I don't think so. That cleans out our redemption pool nicely. That's good. What's my spot? 26. Okay. I'm so getting tired. One more, I guess. Then we hit the 190, and then tomorrow we can get the 200 chest. What are we playing? What are we playing? Quite honestly, I like the other team. It's quite cool. So let's try this one more time. Also, it doesn't have Snazbang, which is a plus. Last match against Lord Nakko. Haven't heard of him. But him and me, we have something in common. I'm not a Lord either. So here we see an enemy Sunshine that can move 1, 2, 3 spots and then 1, 2, 3 spots. So as soon as I move a unit, as soon as I move any unit, he can hit it. And that's terrible, obviously. But I don't want to not move a unit at all. But Jesus, but this is worse, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, as soon as I move, he can hit me. So I don't want to have that. I'm just gonna pass. Which is boring. But it is what it is. Yeah. So again, the positioning of... Yeah, this is good for us. What? What are you doing? Am I missing something? Oh, I don't have Naivis. I'm so used to Naivis. I'm like, what? Okay. Let's go. Yeah, one more hit. No, crit hit would have been good. So he doesn't have Naivis either. So he can go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. So he cannot hit us. We cannot hit him. Nobody can hit anyone. Is that correct? Danger zone. That is mostly correct. Oh, he can hit Sprocket now. Okay, well. Sorry to see you go. Oh, and I guess Tavarinci can hit someone, but I don't even realize that. Okay, Tavarinci's gonna not finish Sprocket. Oh. Man, I'm disagreeing with like every... Okay, I don't disagree with that move. That's a good move. Okay. Let's come back. Let's try and come back. Okay, come on guys. Go ham. Okay. That was pretty much going ham. Good game. Stop. Stupid counters every time. Making me nervous. Alright. Crap. I lost my track. I stopped keeping track. So I definitely lost 3 times. Shouldn't this be like an even number? Because 27. Did I win 27 times? Must have. Okay, I guess my tournament record is 27 and 3. Does that make sense? It does, yeah. Because if it's 188... Come on. No, 189. Yeah. So I have 1 more point because I got a point in one of the matches that I won. I could do the maths, but I'm too lazy for this. Alright. I'm quite happy with this. 27 and 3 is pretty good, I think. What do you guys think? Alright. That's it for today's stream. This might have been almost the longest stream we've ever done. We can just very quickly. We're just going to play 1 more Onslaught round and then we're going to be done for the day. Because it's double gold day and I don't want to sit on 3 tickets any longer. I constantly play the same team at the moment. This is very reliable. Works like a charm unless you get hit by 1 crit hit on the first turn, which doesn't always happen. And you can work a little bit against it if you leave Yasmin in the zone where she can get shot. So now the enemy needs to get a bit more lucky. But yeah, so you can do this. And then I guess this is the best spot. Yeah, okay, gives us a lot of darkness. You need to move out of the darkness. You could hit him, why not? And then I always turn the mage, because the mage is more of a problem. And we just go for the Dora active, because why not? We just need to get in a position where we have enough frogs on the board to start dominating. And now we want to get rid of Voyasa because he's not doing anything anymore. We want to spread some more darkness, refresh Ranaklu. You can see where this is going, right? And then we can just... Oh, wait, Dorga needs to go out of the way. And then we can just go for it again. And this is normally a pretty good opening. You do lose your Ranaklu every once in a while, but it doesn't really matter. You can now get board control with 400 million shades. And if you're lucky, you even manage to get Voyasa into the healing pad. Umano doesn't really need to do anything, she just needs to be around. Yeah. And then this is still this weird onslaught bug. The units you're being fed by the AI, by the game, they always appear in the same order, which is something I don't really understand why this is happening. But it is what it is. Shun we just want to get rid of again. This is like no reason to play him. There's another weird thing that I've noticed. Normally you don't have to move Umano to get the darkness spread at the end of the turn. And I swear I've done this a couple of times and I didn't get the darkness bonus. I'm still not sure why. Or if I'm correct in this. If anybody else has noticed this, let me know. Then I can report it as a bug. Because at the moment I'm not sure if it is a bug. Yeah, always good. Hit the frog warrior, don't kill the frog warrior. Yeah, lots and lots of summons, it's good. So we can do this. Okay, can somebody die please? No? Yeah, good. Good job. Good job. 1-8. Wow. Look at you. Look at you. And I think we won this. I think this encounter is basically over at this point. Let's see. We can almost kill this guy. Yeah, almost kill this guy. Oh, don't get there. That's okay. Dogger does sidestep. Come on, Froggy. Oh man, I should have moved Umano off the healing pad. So she can... She's now basically occupying the healing spot for the poor frog warrior that's almost dead. Oh, everybody survived. What is happening? Can we get them any other way? No. Okay. I need someone to hold the fort. So, we can get Umano on the healing pad. Good job. Good job holding out. So you need to go here, 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 and here. That's it? Yeah. Oh, lost Umano. But we won the day, or the match. Okay, cool. You dead. You dead. Okay, that's it. Okay, did it for the gold. Alright, that is it. I have to play Hero Arena before going to bed. Sure, why not? Hero Arena record. Let's see, I can bring this up. 63-0. So let's see if I can improve on that. Good map. Good map. We can play this, and then where is Naeves? No, really? Okay. Yeah, good match. $64-0. Edison has more power. He's playing a annoying Sunshine. Playing a very weird team. So there's a Sunshine. Okay. Interesting. Let's go here. And I think we can play this team. I think we can also play this team. I think it doesn't matter. So you're the dangerous one. Yeah, just keep this on, please. Yeah, it's the only dangerous unit in the game. In the enemy team. The AI and Pilato is a match made in heaven. Okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Good match. Isn't going to lose anytime soon. I'm not intending on it. I lost, I don't know, 4 seasons ago or something like that. No, actually, so last season I didn't lose, obviously, because I won the league. And the season before, in my off season, when I didn't try and win the league, I think I lost 1 match. Oh, no, I don't think so. I think I didn't lose a match. The season before that I didn't lose, but I think the season before I did lose 1 match. So I did lose 1 match the other day. What do we do here? Well, we can use Nimrol here. That's cool. Granny makes sense. Then we want to play Accio. Sure, why not? And Giggs, I guess. Why not? And maybe Snarespring, I don't know. Where do we place you? Here? Sure. Wow, Katsume. You're a good unit. No, misplay. Crap. Should have done this first. Yeah, you can even, like, pick how you're gonna die. Yay, more XP for Grand. Oh, there's another unit. Totally forgot about that Aki on the other side. Okay, so you guys don't want to see my record? Okay. It's 66-0 at the moment. This is the cool thing about this game mode, you have a counter, at least for a long time. At some point it disappears. What am I? 167th? Okay, that's good. That means I'm not gonna drop out of the league, even if I'm not winning all the matches. Oh, Jesus, what's with these stupid sunshines everywhere? Okay. Here would actually make sense, at least a tiny bit of sense, to play... what's the name of the unit? Tim. Good lineup. I have to give it to you. Good lineup. Okay, let's just not play Giggs then. Because it's not necessary. What was his enemy? He went 500k. It's not that weak, but we have high ground. So I can keep the record. Okay, it's alright. I don't mind. Fine either way. 3 more. I can actually go broke. Oh, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Festival doesn't start before Sunday. Yeah, I can go all the way. Okay, there's a Lionhead. This is my Vera. What is the Lionhead? Wow, gold rank 1. How much is it doing? 510 plus 100. Okay, so she's doing 500, 600, and then what? 200 on top. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. That is 600 bonus plus 200 is 800 bonus, and then 800 plus 500 is 1300. Okay, so this unit is still weak as fuck. Granny would die. Okay, who's surprised about that? Why is my Vera at the front? Okay, let's play this a bit differently with Giggs, and you can go here, and we can play this unit, and then we need 1 more unit if everything else goes wrong. I guess this is where Dogger can come in for once in her life. And then let's see. Ah, wrong positioning. Crap, what am I doing? Yeah, terrible positioning. I should have moved Naevis to this spot, because then I could have connected with Green Arkeshru, which was the original plan before I abandoned it in the middle of not thinking. And now we also lost the active of Accio, but that's not the end of the world. Can Giggs connect? Oh, Giggs can connect. Wow, this is actually really bad for us. Giggs can connect. Okay. Okay, Giggs doesn't want to connect with the correct unit. That's good for us. Okay. Man, this was bad. Is there something cool we can do with Dorga? Yes. We can actually do like crazy shenanigans with Dorga. We can move Dorga here in the middle between all of these enemies, and then we go for the active. And that means we're overriding all of them and we get like a lot of frogs. So we still have to get rid of this guy. Still have to... I still have the active. But I don't need to use the active here. This is like... Yeah. This is what I thought diamond ranks would be. That you fight back and forth quite a bit more. And that matches last longer. But in the end they don't really. Good night, thanks for the stream. Thanks so much, man. Good night. What's with these spam bots? Why is YouTube not doing anything about them? Okay, is that the last one? I think that was the last one, right? And... oof, why do I have 2 more tickets? What is happening? Okay, Asti. Let's go up against Asti. Sure, you got... This would be much harder in Tournament Arena, to be honest, this lineup. Dorga wouldn't be a problem in Tournament Arena, but still. This is fine, or we bring in you. Okay. Okay. Who is going where? Well, it would make more sense to poison these guys. Use the summons here. Use you here. And shoot here. Now it gives us a few extra summons, that's always good. Okay, cool. Good game. Riven Guard is becoming a full-time job. That's true. It is. I'm getting exhausted here. We've been streaming almost 3 hours. Still not done. Oh, Super Mario from Vendetta. Got a strong darkness team. Working on his other units as it appears. Still some darkness in there. Why is he not playing Accio? Oh my god. Auto win map. Where are you? Yeah, this is a weird map. It's like no skill whatsoever. You just go with this move. And this is the good thing about diamond ranks. Even weak units like Snapbang don't immediately die. And you can always use the combo of Giggs and then after Giggs Snapbang. And you hit everybody. Okay. Anybody else? 70 wins. Void, I guess. Leonie. Now, she makes weird music. Oh, I'm done? I'm done! Oh my god, I'm done. I'm so not used to this. Whew. Okay, what a marathon we did today. I did actually not think that we're going to be playing through everything. Both Hero Arena, Tournament Arena. Guild Raid is the only thing that is missing right now. And Onslaught. Wow. And of course we previewed a new hero. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. If you really watched this for 3 hours, man, impressive. Almost 3 hours. Thanks so much. Hope this was cool. Didn't do this for a little while. I wish you all lots and lots of luck in the upcoming festival. I hope the festival can start on time. There is a question whether or not the version for Android is going to be getting the okay tomorrow on a Saturday from the Google Play Store team. If it does, you can all download the new version of Riven Guard in the app stores on both Apple and Android tomorrow. And definitely keep an eye on the official Discord, because if the version is being released, they're going to be announcing it there, obviously. Thank you, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. All right. Everybody have a good night or a good weekend, of course. And like I said, good luck in the festival. That's it for today. Catch you next time.